if you got a nigga and you want him, you got to give up that hoe. We both got the same. Everybody
so
want
it's
to
not
feel
like
it.
just top and
So,
bottom?
okay.
So you verse now.
Okay,
Everybody is verse.
I'm lying.
Okay.
There's some people who would prefer to only be, and some people who don't want to do that at all. I'm willing to, especially if I really, really like you, we get down here.
We can put that thing down, flip it, and reverse it.
Yeah. You
Mm.
can
Okay.
do it to me, and I can do it to you. Then tomorrow,
Mhm.
this could be your night.
So that means that y'all are into.
But that's not necessarily a role.
I
I
don't
don't know.
think so either.
I feel like everybody the same. A part of me feels like everybody has somebody that can make them gay.
Mhm.
Like everybody has somebody that could, like, if you meet the perfect person,
You'll
it's
go
somebody
gay.
like you.
I know.
Yeah,
the person. I know my person.
You'll go gay. I
know
feel
my
like
person.
everybody.
Person.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Lex P.
And it's your girl, DREA Nicole.
And you are tuned in to another episode of Poor Mind.
Where a drunk mind speaks sober thought.
We got a guest today. Now, if you are anywhere on social media, you are going to recognize this person. They are an entertainer, a content creator, a comedian, and everything above a performer. The list goes on and on. We have Lavelle, Dontae, and
How y'all doing?
I'm
We already putting up.
It's that professional laugh.
It's because I'm drunk.
That's
We had him on that
professional laugh.
It's my military laugh.
I know that's right. Well, thank you for coming.
Yes, thank
I'm so glad y'all invited me. I was like, finally,
Oh,
some recognition.
you know what I'm saying?
Well, we
Period.
had to recognize you because you are hilarious.
You think so?
Yes, you keep me rolling.
I made
on
myself
it.
laugh too.
I know that's right. Okay, I want to start from the beginning.
Okay.
So, where are you from originally?
Jacksonville, Florida.
Jacksonville, and you still live in Jacksonville.
Mhm.
So, how did you get started on TikTok?
So, I'm in the military still. I was active duty, and I was stationed in Kansas.
Mm-hmm.
And I think like during COVID, I was already making content for a while, but I never thought of like, oh, I want to go viral. Like I was just thinking like I'm making my friends laugh.
Right.
Even though I had like a small following, I was like, oh, I'm just gonna make something funny. Like this gonna crack these up.
Mhm.
So I would just do stuff like do skits and stuff. And then one of my friends, my friend Aquila, he was like, you need to get a TikTok, blah, blah, blah. So I made a TikTok. I didn't even know like how to use it. And like my fifth one I made got like 250,000 views. And I was like, I'm a star, darling.
I've arrived.
I am right.
But that was way before my recent like wave of like
right.
blowing more.
Mhm.
I just had like 100 to 200,000 followers, and it was like that for like a while. Like it took a while for me to get that, and then I decided like I needed to leave active duty. I was like, I know if I leave active duty and I have more time to focus on content,
Mhm.
that I'm gonna go viral.
Mm.
Like I just told myself that.
Yeah.
I believed it, and then that was like November of 2022 that I started that process, and I still had my old account.
Mhm.
And then by June of 2023, I signed my final paper. I was gonna leave to Jacksonville, and that was when I made the first like check that phone video.
Okay.
And all of my stuff that week, the week that I was packing my bags and finna leave, every video I posted went viral.
That's
That's
God.
crazy.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's
that means she
amazing
was meant to
because-
do it.
Yeah, because jumping out on a limb to
Mhm.
especially do content creation,
It's scary.
It's scary.
It's scary.
It's scary as hell.
And I was thinking it was gonna take a long time. Like I wasn't planning on it being like the next day.
right.
Mhm.
I was in my mind, okay, I'm gonna work hard. I'm gonna keep posting until I get it right, till I find, my niche.
Mm-hmm.
And it was literally like just the most random thing. And it's crazy. It was like the least effort content.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like the content me with a book in my nose, like just me acting
Yes.
stupid. And that's what everybody loved. I was
Yeah, it's just you being yourself. And I feel like what's even more scary than like creating content is performing live, which you do a lot of live shows.
Yes.
So how did you get into doing live shows?
So not okay. So shortly after that, I went home. I was going viral, stuff like that, and a bunch of celebrities and creators like just was following me. It was like crazy. Like I'm like, oh my gosh, Keisha Cole. Oh my gosh,
Period.
Jasmine Sullivan. It was so many people follow me. And then B Simone followed me,
Okay.
and I love B Simone. B Simone, like I used to watch all her YouTube videos and stuff, and I don't know if I DM'd her first or if she DM me. Like I think she responded to one of my videos. I think I said I love her, and then she sent me an audio message laughing. Like she was laughing like about one of my videos, and she was like laughing with her cousin. So then later on, I just went out on a limb and I was like, "Can I call you?" Like, cause I just wanted to talk to her. Cause I even like from the time that I left Kansas to back to Jacksonville, Florida, everything that I seen her go through in her YouTube channel, I went through. Like my money was funny. I did DoorDash for 3 days.
How was that?
Never doing it.
Did you have to deliver Taco Bell?
Yes.
Oh, I would have been so happy. I love Taco Bell.
No, I drove, when they had me drove and I had to make a right on the dirt road, I said, this is the last
You
ride.
gave up that quick?
He said, I don't know where the hell I'm at and who back here.
But you know, it's crazy. Even though I was unemployed, social media that month, I made the same amount of money I made in the military.
Oh, wow.
I was like, oh.
Like,
I don't need this. Yeah.
That's right.
But so I just wanted to talk to her because I resonated so much with her journey of like growing. Even though mine happened like a little more rapidly, it was like it mirrored what I witnessed her go through on YouTube. So we were trying to call. She gave me her phone number. And we were just on FaceTime. We were just laughing. Like, she was laughing at everything that I said. And usually people just be, I can look at you and people be like, ah.
That was me. That was just me just now. When we was doing a little intro, I was like, you're so silly.
Like,
she walked the dress, I'm like, there he go. There he go.
Literally.
I mean, 'cause it's the facial expressions. I think that when people can do comedy with their whole body, that's a talent. Because some people, I mean, it's easy to tell a joke, but I feel like when you can tell a story by making the faces and
Oh my God.
Okay. But so we was on the phone and we did not I didn't want her to hang up, so I just kept telling jokes. Like, like, wait. Like I just
She was like, well, I'm finna go. Let me tell you what happened next.
and she was like, bye, boy, blah, blah, blah. So we was laughing. And then right before everything literally aligned. 'Cause I moved back and she came to Jacksonville to do a show. And I would think we was talking about her show and like me coming or something. I think I told her I bought tickets. And she was like, why you bought tickets? Like I would let you come in. But she said, you want to open up for me? I was like, who? Because I've only been posting like funny videos.
Right.
Also, I was not planning on being a comedian.
Really?
I can sing.
I know, same. I can hit a little too.
I was like, I wanted to drop some music. I'm gonna be an artist.
I felt you on that one.
But the video, I'm like, okay, well, this is what people like. So, and it was easy. This is so easy to just like be funny. It's so natural. So I'm like, okay, let me stick to my funny stuff, and then later on, I'm gonna drop some music like Jamie Foxx.
I know. That's right.
that's what Lex be trying to do too.
We're gonna do it.
Exactly.
Y'all should do it.
We is,
are.
and we're gonna blow y'all mind.
Exactly.
I believe it. I'm gonna be front row at the show.
But okay, so she asked me to go to open. I said no. Because it was like, girl, come on now. I just moved back. I'm just being funny. Like, come on. I'm just posting videos. It's a different ball game. But the next day, it was just like so heavy on my heart. I was like, I need to do this. Like, it was just the same feeling of me, like, deciding to leave Kansas.
Yeah.
It was that same like thing. And I was like, okay, well, it's now or never, because she coming at the end of the week.
Yeah.
So I texted her. I was like, can I do it? And she was like, yeah. And what's crazy is even before then, it's been people telling me that I need to be a comedian. So I would like write jokes. So I would like be in the shower and just like, you know, when you're in the shower, I come up with the best ideas for me.
Yes.
So I literally would be like imagining like myself doing stand-up and performing, but I never like really took it seriously. So when she offered it, I like thought of all of that. And I like wrote my set and I did 4 shows with her.
Wow.
Because it was 2 shows for 2 nights.
That's the first time you've done stand-up?
Yeah.
Opening
And
for
the
B
first,
Simone.
yeah,
That's
the
crazy.
first night, I did 5 minutes. But I felt so good. The second time I was like,
I'm
I was
staying
like,
up
can I
here
do
long.
10? I said, can I do 10 minutes? She was like, yeah. But also, a lot of people think that I just came out of the blue and like, oh my gosh, his talent just came out. I used to do a lot of public speaking and speeches, and I was the class president, and I'm a meteorologist in the Air Force, so I have to speak in front of large crowds.
Period.
But
That
so it's
resume long, but
Yes, a meteorologist, you smart.
yes, look at me.
You
My
not
God.
it's hailing, bitch. It's finna rain. Oh, I know that's right.
So it's like, I used to like perform and stuff when I was younger.
Right.
I just like took a break from it. So it kind of like just reemerged. Like me doing that, her giving me that opportunity, it reminded me that I was a performer and I was an entertainer. And then right after I did that, she was like the first celebrity that I met. And it was just so fast, like, because I was going to work, I was doing my military stuff, I was in school, I was taking my classes, doing my homework, and then I would go drive to the set or drive to the venue, go to the green room, rehearse, and then perform. Like, it was no moment for me to even sit and be like, oh my gosh, like, talk to her. Like, it was just snap, snap, snap. And then once it was all over, I cried. Like, I was like, oh my gosh.
I mean, the fact that you did a show and you did 5 minutes and then you went back and was like, I'm ready for 10. I don't think people realize how long that is in being on stage time.
Yeah.
That shit is hard.
It felt like an hour.
Even for comedians, like, it take a long time to master that. And then right after that, so what got me back into comedy or got into comedy, I posted a video because I loved it so much. I was like, how do I keep doing stand-up? I just made a video and I asked the people that follow me. And cousin Tiara, I don't know if y'all know who that is.
I'm familiar.
Yes,
with
I know
her.
who that
She's
is.
friends with my best friend, B-Lynn.
Yeah.
Okay.
She DM'd me and connected me with my first like booking agent. And he booked me a show. He was like, oh, we finna get you a show. We finna have you. And then as he booking the show, he was like, people was in the comments saying, oh, we want you to come to this city. He in the comments like, yep, we going on tour. That's before I even agreed.
It doesn't matter. Let's go.
But we did like 5 cities. I sold out everything. And
that's amazing.
My first show I did was in like Miami, Fort Lauderdale. And I felt a little unprepared. It was funny because I'm just funny. But I was like, I'm not prepared enough. So I did 45 minutes and I read my emails.
45 minutes is nuts.
That's a long time.
And then the show I did after that was in Atlanta, and I did an hour on stage.
Now look now.
Sold out show.
Me, bitch. But this is what I'm so glad that you're talking about this because this is what I tell people. I think when you make that transition from social media to real life, you're never going to lose because I get being entertaining in front of these cameras, right? But we see so many people come in this content creation space and then it doesn't translate in real life and they can't make a career out of it. One thing I know, baby, me and Dre can sell out some venues and we gonna entertain the fuck out of y'all.
Yeah.
In real life, it definitely gives this. So
it's different.
The fact that you have made that transition so quickly and you're still only like scratching the surface, I can't wait to pull up this episode. Like, yeah, when you get your Oscar, I'm like, yeah, I had him on the show. Yeah.
And his Grammy for his album.
For our album.
I'm sorry, y'all's album.
Stop trying to be right here. Our album.
You right, y'all album.
Okay.
Can I be y'all hype man on stage?
You could do like the interlude.
Yeah.
Okay.
She do got a sexy voice. She gonna be like,
yes, Drea's interlude. I like that.
She gonna be like, hello. I know that's right. Okay, I want to talk about, you're still in Jacksonville. I want to know why.
I'm in the military still.
So you still have to like show up and
with me being, I'm in drill. Yes, it's I be doing way more than people know. But so monthly, like we do have to commute there. My family's there, and I was gone for so long. Like active duty, just you get taken away. There's a lot of benefits of the military, but it's cons as well.
Yeah.
And I miss so much of my nieces and nephew life, and I just like being like in driving distance of my family because we grew up so close. But within the last week, I've been driving so much far, like back and forth. I'm like, I'm gonna move to Atlanta.
You should. I think Atlanta would be great.
And the flights are cheaper.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know how much flights are out of Jacksonville?
How much?
They be like $600.
I already know. Flights are
come to Atlanta.
Like you know how like you can get a last minute flight out of Atlanta and it be like less than $100.
Yeah.
Well,
if you need sometimes
maybe.
Sometimes, depending on where you're going. If you're going to another big city.
Well,
I'm
Atlanta
saying
is
the
a
flights are
hub.
expensive now, so I can only imagine a hub like Jacksonville that's not a big hub.
It's not a big,
so
yeah.
Worse.
Yes, it'd be like $600-700.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl XP.
And it's your girl, DREA Nicole.
And if you want to get ahead of your financial goals, we're going to tell you how with Chime.
Yes, y'all. I love Chime because you can get fee-free overdraft up to $200, and you can get your direct deposit up to 2 days early.
Now, I love that because I needs my money.
And I need it now.
Yes, they have access to over 50,000 ATMs. I'm telling you, the convenience is there. And it only takes 2 minutes to start a new account. So all you have to do is go to chime.com/poorminds and get you a brand new account and reach your financial goals with chime.com. Work on your financial goals through Chime today. Open an account in 2 minutes at chime.com/poorminds. That's chime.com/poorminds. Chime feels like progress. Chime is a financial technology company, not a bank. Banking services and debit card provided by the Bancorp Bank N.A. or Stride Bank N.A. members, FDIC. Spot me eligibility requirements and overdraft limits apply. Timing depends on submission of payment file. Fees apply at out-of-network ATMs, bank ranking, and number of ATMs according to the U.S. News and World Report 2023. Chime checking account required. Well, y'all, I just got approved for my Amex. So I am an Amex holder now, and I have a Delta Reserve card. So, baby, I'm outside.
We outside.
Yeah, I got a
be in the
companion pass.
You finna be in the lounges.
You know, I'm finna be in the lounges.
You gotta be in the
They
lounge.
approved me. I said, like Drewski did me. Me? Y'all approved me? So I got your companion pass. Because you know, with the Delta
you can
Reserve,
come back
I-
and
so if you need to hop on something, Big Mama got
Oh,
you
yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Episode
He
2.
said, you ain't got to tell me twice.
But no, I think that it's so crazy. I always tell people, if you are a Black content creator, you need to be in Atlanta. Everybody is out here. And one thing I will say, we love to collaborate. So it'd be so crazy when I hit people. I'm like, hey, we need to have them on the show. And they'll be like, y'all don't live here?
I agree and
crazy.
disagree.
Why do you say that?
Because I feel like wherever you are and whatever resources that you have, you need to do everything that you can to make your dreams come true there.
Fact.
Because you can be put in a place where you have all the resources, but you don't have that discipline or you don't have the belief in yourself, you know, or the drive.
That's true.
So even me being in Jacksonville or me being in Kansas, I wasn't in Kansas City, I was in Kansas
Ooh,
State.
he was clicking them
Yeah.
heels, Dorothy. I know that's right.
So it's like there I still was pushing myself, making content, learning different things because I wanted it.
It was in you.
Yeah, so moving somewhere is not necessarily going to make you,
Change
it's not going to change the way you approach your dreams.
Well, I say it's different if
It's
you're already
easier.
in the, like,
Yeah,
if
yeah.
you have like a big following, if you already made your strides in your city, and then you trying to take that next step.
Yeah.
I think if you're just starting, you can just start in your city.
There's benefits
Yeah.
to moving.
Yeah.
But like I was able to grow my because especially now we have the internet.
Right.
You have the ability for everybody to access you and your talents if you post it and if you're being consistent.
Yeah.
If you're trying to continue to what am I trying to say? Elevate your content
Yeah.
Right.
and not just be stagnant, then like it can grow.
Yeah.
Like I'm proof in the pudding. I was a
Thanks,
Jacksonville.
but I'm saying but now where you're at
Now I'm moving.
you
Yeah.
got to.
I need
That's
to.
what I was gonna say. I mean, social media has changed so much over the years. I think when we were younger, when I made the decision to move to Atlanta, we had to move out here. We didn't have a choice. Like staying in Houston was not going to help us get to where we were
Y'all
trying
was in
to get
Houston?
to. Yeah, that's where I'm from.
Both of y'all from Houston?
I'm from Orange. I'm from an even
It's
smaller
like 2
town.
hours
It's 2
away
hours
from
But I
Houston.
lived in Houston for 10
But
years.
yeah,
I feel like Texas is big.
it is.
But I feel like, you know how they say Atlanta is Black Hollywood. So-
You think
For
Houston's
sure.
like that?
No, Atlanta.
Oh, I was about to
No,
say.
Texas is
No, he was
big.
saying
It's a lot of
Texas is
people.
big,
but it
but
doesn't
Atlanta.
really give me like the entertainment.
No, it
It
doesn't.
doesn't, and
That's why we have-
especially in 2016.
No
when
shade.
I
Anybody
moved
Houston.
here.
If I do a show there,
Come pull up. But you ain't wrong though. You not
Yeah.
lying. Like, especially back then, like I said, 2016 is when I moved to Atlanta. Trying to get into media and entertainment, it just wasn't a lot of space for that out there. And we didn't have TikTok. Instagram
Yeah.
wasn't what it is now. So you had to make the move to Atlanta, LA, New York if you really wanted to do something. You made a really good point just now when you said, like, if you live in a small city, you can still create the content as long as you have the drive. It's gonna blow up. It's gonna go viral. People don't care if you in fucking Timbuktu. People gonna still watch the shit.
literally, you just have to post it. There's so many people that be like, oh, they be trying to wait for everything to be right.
Yep.
It's like, you have to post. Just
Yep.
do it.
Just do it. Just
Put
do it.
yourself out there.
So I want to talk about your transition into the drag scene because you have really taken over. And when do you do your own makeup?
Yes.
Face beat.
That's amazing. Yeah.
I know how to draw too. I used to do graphic design.
Okay, so you have a good hand. See, that resume long now.
So how did you get into makeup? Are you self-taught? Did you?
I got into makeup because after I came out, I wanted to make my family mad.
You came out. You gay? I didn't know.
I do think you have to ask though.
You do.
Okay, well, clearly these bitches drunk.
We thought you might like to just play dress up.
You know, they be men on. What's that TikTok?
I guess we in Atlanta, you know they.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But go ahead.
In
Okay,
Atlanta.
you came out.
Yeah, so I came out after I left, and I don't know. It was just something in me. I think also so much of me was bottled up because I didn't necessarily know that I was gay. I don't necessarily know. I don't like when people say, "Oh, that person gay" or "that person gay." Like you can sense it. You can sense their queerness, but you can't necessarily tell what made them jump in their drawers.
See, that's why.
You know, it's like, how do I know if I ain't never do that? I was still a virgin. People was like, "You gay?" I don't know.
I don't know what I like. Yeah.
Yes. So it's like, okay. But I think it was a part of me, like, I just was trying to see, like, if my family was going
how they react.
Yeah, how they was going to react. And I also just wanted to just start doing more stuff. It was so much, like, queer expression that I never was able to partake in because of, like, the way I was raised and just, like, religious values and stuff. And I had my own apartment. I'm like, bitch, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Let me go to Old Shell. And I just like started drawing, like playing the eyeshadow and stuff. But I just watched YouTube videos and I just kept doing it more and more.
Because that face beats, honey. I mean, because you're a handsome man, but when you turn into that, what's your drag name?
My drag name is Italy Bougie.
Italy Bougie.
I like that.
I love when they name them cities. See, I stripped one time. My name was China. I went by Paris one time. We love to take them over the world, baby. I like Italy. I never used Italy.
My drag mom name is British.
Ooh, okay. Does she have a passport? See, I didn't have my passport.
Probably.
I was trying to get
mine.
mine. You know what I'm saying?
I don't have mine.
You don't have yours? Italy! Italy!
I need to get one.
You need to get one,
but
Italy.
with me being in the military and stuff, like when I did leave the country, your orders is all you need.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, well, I don't need to get a passport. I'm in Germany.
All right. I know that's right. Okay,
But
that
I
does
need to
make
get
a
one
big
now.
difference. So, okay, but talk about your transition into the drag world. Like, how have they been accepting of you? How has the experience been? Because that's very different.
That's so crazy because my friend asked me that earlier today.
Yeah.
Michelle.
Hey, girl.
It hasn't been bad. I feel like all of my experiences, I'm very grateful, but they're a little bit more elevated than normal because I have a following.
Yeah.
I don't like that because I'm still a person, but you know, people, you kind of lose your humanity because you have a platform and people just treat you differently and treat you nicer and kinder. So I may have missed some of the cattiness, you know, because people are like, oh, I know him, or they already know me.
Yeah.
So I haven't really had like any bad experiences. And so my transition into drag was not necessarily me performing on stage. I did a pageant.
Oh.
So I performed once. The week that I did the drag pageant, I had 3 shows that weekend, back to back in 3 different cities. I was driving back and forth from Miami to get my garment made. Then I drove back to Jacksonville, drove to Alabama, did the show, came home, stoned my gown, stoned my dress and my friend. The people came, I rehearsed with them and did the pageant that night.
I know that's right.
That's wild.
And I won.
You won, period.
I've done drag before.
What?
I have.
Where we at?
I did do drag. So we have a show that just came out on BT Her called Travel Queens. By the time this episode drops, y'all will have seen this episode. So we went to Key West, and one of the nights we went to a drag show, and like what was the name of the club, Drea? I'm a little tipsy. I can't remember
the name of the club.
Oh my
Watch
God.
the episode.
Well, watch the episode.
Exactly.
But,
Y'all gonna see.
my God, it was a time. So I was like, let me surprise Drea. So I went backstage. They had on this big wig. I put on my little leotard. My makeup already be looking like drag makeup anyway, so they didn't have to do nothing. Child. But it was And being a person who's been on stage, it was so like intimidating because you have to really like get your Beyonce on.
Mm-hmm.
Like you gotta perform.
I don't have to.
See? Because it's easy.
Well, I guess you. I don't know.
I
think
like you an entertainer by nature, though.
it's in me. It's in my bones.
Yeah, I was horrified. Mind you, I've been on 2 sold-out tours before. I've done it all.
I love being on stage.
See, I get horrified every time.
And they giving out money, bitch.
Yeah, they was.
That's a motivation always. They was passing out
That's
money.
when I almost turned into Paris again.
Yeah.
I said, hold on, bitch.
Hold on,
I'm about to get it. But it was a good experience.
I think the reason why I like be so comfortable performing is because I know everybody who's coming to see me wants to have a good time.
Yeah.
Like my audience, like the women that follow me, it's because my main demographic is Black women.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like I know they think I'm funny. They don't not with no bullshit. They not with the men trying them for real because that's what I stand for.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I like just being around them. It's like I'm with my friends, my homegirls.
I feel you on that because I be feeling the same way when we go on tour and when we perform. I'm never really that nervous because I feel like the people who paid their money to come see me want to have a good time. They're here for us. They're here to laugh. As long as we show up and we be ourselves, because they're used to watching us on the show, so they already know what to expect. As long as we be ourselves, we're going to have a good time and it's going to be lit. So.
Not me. I be nervous as hell.
Yeah, you do. She be nervous every time.
I be losing my mind before I go.
Why?
You know what it is? I think it's because I have such a personality, but I'm very introverted. So I always feel like I just want to make sure I'm everything that they expected me to be. You know what I mean? Like I want to show up for them. So I just be nervous every time.
But you are enough. And you know what I did to make me like, this is like a random side note, to make me very, very comfortable with who I am. When I first started making like my content, I stopped using filters. I just like, that's why a lot of my content, I would just wake up and just put the camera on me.
Yeah.
Because I would just force myself to be my most authentic self on my platform. So it's like, I know they like me.
Yeah.
They like it. This video went viral and it's crust in my eyes.
Literally. And that's a good point that you made because I got that way. Like, I'll still use a filter every now and then.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, every Friday when Poor Minds drop, y'all gonna see me. Y'all gonna see me with no filter in 4K.
Yeah.
That's why when I have another show called Lavelle I was no makeup. Sometimes I just crawl out of bed and
it's
do
like,
the episode.
if they don't like you, whatever.
Right.
It's people that's gonna like you. It's strangers that'll treat you better than the people you know.
Right.
Yeah,
and you in your most authentic form. So it's like, who cares?
You know what I'm saying? I'm interested to see how our next tour is gonna go. I don't know if I'm gonna be nervous on stage. We ain't been on stage in a long time.
We haven't. I feel like you'll feel more comfortable though, because at this point, I feel like you'll be used to it. You'll be more used to it. And I always tell you, you're hilarious. Just be yourself and people gonna have a good time. I feel like when you put that pressure on yourself a lot of the time, then you can't be authentically funny because you're putting the pressure on yourself to be funny. So you're not being naturally who you are. So I do have a question. Have you always been like the funny friend, the funny family member? That's why you was
and
like...
you know what's crazy? I used to think like everybody that I knew was goofy. Like y'all always laughing. Everybody know. But I was like, oh my gosh, I'm just funny.
I'm just hilarious.
Yeah.
It's just me.
Because everybody that I know, every experience that I have, like work, like when I was deployed, when I was, it's another thing called NTC, where you're like out in the desert, like you're training.
Oh
like
my gosh, you're hardcore.
Not necessarily. I'm a meteorologist. I'm in the Air Force.
Okay.
Chair Force, that's what they call it. But still, it's like so many settings, whether they're good or bad, whether we're stressed, whether we're tired. Everybody that I'm with always laughing. Like, it's always a good time.
Yeah.
I do love that about me. Like, I always am like, I'm never really in a bad spirit.
Yeah, that's good.
That is good.
Because you know what's crazy? It's usually like people always say like the funny person in the group is the person that's always like, that has the most hardships. And they bring that energy around to make everybody feel good, but usually they're like left empty.
I do be going through it, you know.
Yeah.
Because I be thinking about the world. Like, I'm like, oh my gosh, there's so much stuff happening.
Yeah.
Oh, you an empath.
Yes, I feel stuff hard. And I feel like I'm a little bit of a prophet. Just a little bit.
Okay.
Like, I be like.
She is too.
You do?
That's what they say in the comments. That's what I
probably are. Like, my videos, even though my video is funny, like, it's so many people that feel so connected to the stuff that I be saying. And they be like, when I first was doing my stuff about, like, infidelity, even though it's, like, jokes and stuff, it was people mentioning me, like, you're spot on, and I just ended my engagement. I'm like, oh my god.
Mood.
But even like when I'm like one-on-one on people, sometimes I'll be
Yeah.
talking to them, and they'll be like, I need to hear that.
Yeah.
But of course you did.
I'm telling you,
what
but
I'm talking about.
I think people.
What's your sign?
I'm a Taurus.
What earth signs, darling?
I'm
What's
a
your
Leo.
sign?
I'm a Virgo.
Oh, Virgo. She a
Okay,
Virgo.
The bartender. Speaking of the bartender.
Speaking of the ball, all right, we're gonna get into our first topic.
Well, no, we gotta ask.
Wait, what's
Ty,
your
what we
birthday?
drinking?
I'm a Leo. I'm August 17th.
My birthday, August 26th.
Yes, like I'm on the cusp.
Same
They be
birthday.
Oh my
calling-
God, that was my dad's birthday.
Really?
Yes, my dad passed away in 2020, but that was his birthday.
What's his name?
Marshall. This him on my
Right there.
But he died.
Oh, yeah.
What? He died in August of 2020, actually, like a few weeks before his birthday. But his birthday is August 26th. That's so
crazy.
Take one sip for Marshall. bitch.
That is wild.
From March.
I need me a shot now, Ty.
Okay, come on, Marshall.
And speaking of Ty, what we drinking
What we
today?
drinking, Ty? This is tasty.
All right, so just like him, this is cute. This is sexy. This gives entertainment, okay? This is the Lavelle Rita,
Ooh,
all right?
I love it.
So we have some tequila, we have some muddled strawberries, muddled mint, we have some mint mojito syrup and a little bit of lime juice, so it's giving mojito. And then we topped it off with a guava sparkling water. We garnished it with a beautiful strawberry and some fresh mint. So this is the Lavelle Rita.
This is really
She
good.
is.
It's delicious.
That strawberry is fresh.
Yes, very
I love me a little muddled mint. I ain't gonna muddle it, but I love it.
I am weak. Okay,
Michelle got.
you want one?
You got one?
Oh, yeah, she got one. I made sure my girl had one.
Okay, so for the first one, we are going to play a little game called Delusional or Delivered, okay? So we're going to take turns reading off a list of delusions. You'll say whether it's delusional, but you kind of still low-key believe it, or it's delivered. You let that lie go. You know what I'm saying? So is this delusional or delivered? For example, he just needs time to grow into the man I deserve. Do you think that's a delusional belief, or you've been delivered from believing shit like that?
Me?
Both of y'all.
In
He
general.
just
Delusional.
needs time to grow into the man I deserve.
Delusional.
That's delusion?
I feel like people are who they are.
Yeah.
And you can't be, he got potential. He's a good man, Savannah.
Mm.
No, hell no. This is who
Leave
they
him
are.
where he at.
This is the reality. This
Yeah.
I
is
agree.
literally in front of you. He ain't shit. He don't got no job. His fingernails dirty.
That's
And
the
I hate a
worst
dirty
thing.
fingernail. Because why? That means you didn't take a bath. Because if you're taking a bath every day, that water is going to trickle through them nails.
If you even
He's talking
rinse,
about one.
first of all,
I'm making sure.
if you rinse your dishes before you put them in the dishwasher, that'll clean your nails. So now I know you got dirty dishes in your sink if your nails are dirty.
I just know you dirty.
You don't
There-
wash your hands.
You don't wash your hands.
You don't even think to say, oh, let me.
Yeah. You know?
You don't give a damn about nothing.
You don't. If I see
Dirty
dirt
ass
under your nails,
nails.
I know you don't give a damn about
You don't
it.
give it your drawers.
Ooh,
Crusty.
all up in there.
All type of crust.
You wearing them socks all week.
Crusty.
Mhm.
And you playing the damn
If
game
that's
all
right.
day.
Ooh, wait.
Delusional.
Delusion.
I think it's.
Okay,
Next-
but let's ask
next
y'all a
question.
question.
Oh.
Y'all don't think
He said
y'all don't-
next.
y'all don't think people can change though?
I do.
Yeah, well, you change on your own time and hit me
Yeah.
up when you're ready.
Okay.
I think people have
Why
to change
did-
on their own accord.
Yeah.
Yes, I don't feel like women should be waiting on the sidelines for a man to get ready because it's so
Mhm.
it's 8 billion people in the world.
Ugh.
That means about 4 billion niggas ready to rumble.
Ready. 4 million niggas are ready to rumble right
Billion.
now.
Yeah.
Well, no, some of them kids. I
Oh.
don't know the exact number, but you know what the fuck I'm talking
Some
about.
of them are
I
It's
feel
plenty of motherfuckers that speak Spanish, German,
Ooh, hola.
all around the world. That's
papi.
ready.
Yeah, I feel you on that. I used to be that girl that would be like stuck. I'll just be ready to embrace new things. I just feel like in this season I'm in, I'm just like, I'm that girl. And I be having a
You
ball.
are.
You know what I'm saying?
You should feel like you're that girl. If you watching this, you that girl.
Mm.
Amen.
You might be, unless your nails dirty.
And these is okay, Dre, what's next?
Okay. I can fix him with love and loyalty. Delusion.
Delusion.
Delusional.
That's definitely delusion.
Cause he just gonna feel like he the shit
Yep.
when he ain't shit.
And
I
he
think-
gonna feel like you just gonna stay and put
Yeah.
up with
Yeah, you
whatever.
doing
You
all
gonna
this
stick
shit for-
beside him.
Please, you shouldn't be doing all that shit for ain't shit. He don't even deserve all the love and loyalty. You holding it down for a motherfucker that ain't paying for your nails to get done.
Because why your nails
You're
dirty?
a clown.
Clown. I think that the more you love a man that's not valuing you, the worse he can actually get because you are enabling his behavior and he feels like it's okay. Because deep down, you know, and he know that he ain't shit.
He don't know because you making him delusional. You valuing a man with no value. Are you kidding me? Let him know the truth. Y'all need to start being obvious with these niggas.
Yeah.
I agree. Let him know what's up.
And leave them where they at.
What you did today?
Yeah.
You don't got no hobbies? You don't got no goals?
What you
You
did
been on
today?
this game? How long you been on the game?
That'll fuck a nigga up. What you did today? He ain't did shit. Ooh, wee. That'll fuck him up real
him
Because
bad.
what you doing with your time?
You know what? It's called something they said. I can't think of the name of it, but they said that's something that people do. Like somebody calls them and they haven't been doing anything all day and they try to act like they're doing something. It's
Lying?
A name. Well, yeah, lying, but there's an actual name for it because people feel like bad when people try to make them realize like you haven't been productive today. And I'm not saying that you have to be productive every day. We need a break. But to be doing nothing all day, every day, ask a nigga what he doing.
But a lot of people feel that. Side note, I feel like a lot of y'all be confusing relaxation with laziness.
Hey, come on now.
Because you need a break after
You need a
been
break,
doing
but it's
shit.
how long of a nap you gonna take?
Because why you need a nap when you ain't did
How
nothing
many
today?
episodes of Netflix you gonna watch? It's time to get up and get productive.
Let's go now.
Netflix should be your break. You should watch 2 episodes,
2
max
episodes.
today.
Time that break.
Yeah.
If you gonna take a nap, set an alarm. You wake up, it's the next. Oh shit! It's time for me to get ready for bed.
You been in bed all damn day.
Oh, I gotta get ready. Get ready for bed and you been in bed. You ain't gotta get ready for shit.
I guess you know they gotta
But
go
it's
do
like,
their
oh, let me
nighttime
take a
face
shower.
routine.
If they do that, because we see the nails.
And the
Exactly.
draws.
See? Okay. If I don't chase it, it means I don't want it enough.
100%.
Delusional.
You think that's delusional?
No
to
wait,
me?
no. Wait, what's the
If I don't chase it,
what's
it
the
means I don't
options
want it.
again?
You either say delusional
I'm drunk.
or delivered.
Yes. Oh,
Delivered. They deliver.
Yeah.
I guess.
Like you believe that?
Yeah, if you ain't chasing, you don't want it.
Yeah, I think that's too.
Ain't nothing coming out the sky.
I think that applies to everything except for people. Because I feel like you shouldn't chase people. You should let people be who they are.
Oh, yeah,
And if
yeah.
something is not working out, let it
Yes.
go. But when it comes to everything else, when it comes to your goals, when it comes to the things you want out of life, yeah, for sure. If you're not chasing it, you don't want it enough.
I agree, but I also disagree. Because you can want something like a person and try your hardest, but if you are trying your hardest, that might not be the people that you need in your life. So you might get it, but it's like, is this compatible with
Is it
you?
the right-
When it comes to like your dreams, your goals, if you're not putting all the effort into making it happen, how do you expect it to happen?
Yeah.
Like the doors not gonna unlock themselves.
I don't
That's a
believe
good
in
point.
necessarily chasing a person, but I think if you and a person are chasing a goal together, like we've been in this rough patch, let's get back to being good. I think that should be something done together.
For sure.
So I think that's the way you can do it. But as far as dreams go, I don't have no sympathy for lazy people when it comes to work. Wherever, I don't care if you have a 9 to 5, if you're a manager, or if you work at Taco Bell, content creator, I don't care. If you want something and you want to move up in the world, you have to work hard.
I do though.
You do what?
I have sympathy.
I mean,
Because it takes a lot to, you gotta overcome like that barrier.
Oh,
that
yeah.
box. We was all in that space where it's like, I'm not sure if this is gonna happen for me.
right.
And we were blessed enough to like take a leap of faith and start seeing the fruits of our labors, or at least like just have an extra little boost of confidence. But the people with less confidence may never be able to escape the reality that they live and see more for themselves.
Right. I agree with you, but the reason I say that is because we see that hard work beats talent.
Yeah.
It's so many people that are on TikTok, are on tours, are in movies, and people be like, oh, they suck. But they work their ass off. And you at home talking about how good you can sing, how good you can dance, but you at home because you don't want to get up.
What we were saying earlier, put out the content.
Put out the content, post, because this person was brave enough to post. So that's why I say, I get like having sympathy, but I guess being in this space now, and even when I had my 9 to 5s, baby, I always got upgraded. Even when me and Drea met, We were both bartenders at a bar. Literally 2 weeks of working there, they asked me to be a manager. Because that's how I am in every single space I'm in. I'm going to go super hard because I always want to be like, oh, yeah, let's ask. You know what I'm saying? So I guess when it comes to like hard work and chasing something, I've always chased everything I've wanted as far as like career-wise.
But that's because you've always had your calling. Like even now, like you're living in maybe a reality that you didn't imagine for yourself.
Right.
And there's not a lot of people who would chase something that they can't see.
Right. That is true.
So it's like, why would I put in the effort? Why would I do that? So it's like, you do have to do the work to dismantle that thought process, but it's so much put against our community.
Yeah.
That'll make people like, there's no way that that's gonna happen for me. Like that's not tangible, or they see us as other. I always tell people I'm no different from you. I'm just pushing myself. I'm chasing something that we may have not seen. I know my career may be something that nobody has ever seen before, but it's like I'm just trying. I'm doing things outside of my element.
Yeah.
So it just takes that, and I don't know what is going to be needed for people to snap out of the minimal vision that they see, because it's so much more. I feel like people don't know that, like how outrageous and how abundant God's power is.
I'm telling you.
Delusion.
Because they just see the cap. They think like this is the most that's gonna happen. And they don't think it's enough for everybody.
Yeah.
You think it's somebody else in your neighborhood that did it, it's like, oh, well, they must be the one lucky person. You can do it too.
Literally.
It's enough room for everybody.
Y'all know that's my favorite saying. Just because it's a Chipotle right now, that don't mean they're going to not build that McDonald's across the street.
So maybe it's delusion. Because I always say this, a healthy amount of delusion is good for you.
But I don't know if it's delusion or faith. I'm not delusional. I know.
You don't think you're delusional a little bit?
I know it's going to happen.
I think you have to be a little delusional to step out on faith and, like you said earlier, see something that other people can't see. Like, I believe in myself enough to make this shit happen, and I know it's gonna happen. Even if all these people around me are doubting me, it's faith too if you're a believer, for sure. You know, God is the higher power. He's the reason for everything. We couldn't get to the spaces and places that we into without him. For sure. But you still have to have a certain level of delusion and belief in self to end up becoming successful and end up seeing what other people can.
Like, it's like such an unwavering, like unquestionable feeling of success or more to me. Like, I get what you're saying. And it's also like, I don't necessarily put that burden or responsibility on myself, because I know that there's something else that's driving me, that's opening doors, that's leading me. Like, there's no reason for me to be like trying to convince myself that I'm good enough, because he is.
Amen.
Come on now.
Don't worry, we about to go to church.
You was raised in church.
Oh.
Hold on now. I heard it.
I heard it too.
That boy's good. Now, Drea, please read this next one, because I actually had this conversation with my friend yesterday.
Oh, yeah, this is a good one.
Nasty questions.
He ready. It's the bed.
We got this, and then we got one more topic. Then we gonna get to
we gonna get nasty.
It's almost Mr. Nasty time. Calm down.
Because I never talk about this type of stuff like on.
We getting nasty now.
So it's time for an exclusive.
Okay.
Okay, read this.
Okay.
This one. Then we
Once I hit insert goal, I'll finally be happy. Delusion.
Say that again. Hold on.
Once I hit insert goal, whatever your goal may be, I'll finally be happy. Once I hit this goal, I'll finally be happy. I think that's delusion. Because you only can be happy when you make the choice to be happy. Happiness is a choice. Literally. No certain level that you arrive at in life is going to make you happy. Because if you're not happy internally and you're not happy with self, it doesn't matter how much money you have in the bank. It doesn't matter what you got going on. You still never going to be happy with your life.
Yeah.
You're going to always find something wrong.
I agree 1,000%. Because it was crazy, because I was talking to my friend the other day, and I was just like, I made another goal for myself of like what I want to do. And I was just like, and once I reach this goal, I know like I can feel like I did something and I'm there. And I'm like, she was like, you're lying.
Yeah.
She was like,
you just gonna have another goal.
We had this conversation. You were like, oh, once me and Drea get on TV, I'll feel like I did it and I made it. And she was like, and look at you still talking about, oh, once I do this, once I do that. So I 100% agree. Like sometimes you have to stop and be like, look how far I've came. And you got to just stop and clap for yourself
Mm-hmm.
and be happy in this moment, because the moment that we're living right now is the moment that we used to fight for and be like, God, if you just get me in front of some cameras or make me have this and make me have that, I will be happy. And it's like we get that and it's just like, oh, this is nothing. This is normal.
Yes, it's you have to be like so grateful for everything.
Yeah.
Like I remember like just learning that. Even like when I pray. I don't, are we getting religious in here?
Come on now.
But no, like I remember when I just like shifted my prayer from just asking God for stuff for being thankful. Like I would just pray and be like, thank you for this. Thank even my bad experiences. Like thank you for showing me how strong I am. Thank you for showing me that I can endure this. And a lot of people are always so focused on the next stage of their life. Like, oh, like this is not enough. I'm ready for the next level. I'm ready for what's here. And you're not even looking around at all of your blessings. I've been taking my biology 2 class. It just ended.
Come on now.
And
you is smart. I like that. And you know the weather. That's a black king right there.
listen, okay. My teacher was telling me how, and I don't know if I'm saying this correct, but he was saying one American, even at like the low income, uses enough resources for 32 people in Kenya.
Oh my God.
Ain't that crazy?
That's crazy. I know me alone, I can probably eat 6 cans of beans by myself.
But I'm like, they eat like rice and beans.
That's what I'm saying.
Don't quote me. I ain't trying to say like, oh, y'all ain't got no money or nothing like that.
No, but
it's just like there's people who are way so like lower privileged, and you're not even considering how blessed you are because you think about the next stage and like, okay, well, I need this because only this will make me happy. And it's like, well, you're not. If you're not grateful for what you have now, why would I give you anything more?
Why would I increase your territory?
Why would I give you any? You don't even know what you have. You have money in your account. You got a house. You got an apartment. You eating every day.
I mean,
and you ain't even saying thank you for that. And
that's true.
What do you think it is, though? What do y'all think it is about us as humans? Just no matter what we accomplish, no matter that goal that we check off, that we say, "Oh my God, I can't wait to do this," and then once I do it, I'm gonna feel like I've arrived, and then we get it, and then we're just like, "Okay, this is cool." On to the next thing. Like, why can we never be content? Because the Bible talks about being content, and I feel like that's something I struggle with. Because I'm never content.
You want more.
I just always want more. I never feel like it's enough.
That's greed.
You think so?
Maybe. And it's probably, that's the sin. Like it's all, coming after all of us.
It's capitalism. Y'all don't want to hear that. Y'all don't
So if we didn't live here,
it's capitalism.
If we didn't live here in America, we probably would.
Country has
fucked us up.
I'm telling you.
Fucked us mentally.
It's an American thing. I'm telling you, that is exactly what, don't get me getting awoke now. But I think that is something that is in American people.
I mean, she right, though. Capitalism.
The white man. We didn't have this feeling before they...
I'm in the Air Force and none of her political statements have anything to do with me.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, we're not...
Amen, brother.
We're going to move on.
Put that on there.
Yeah.
Put it across the screen at the bottom.
This is the interruption from the program.
We gonna move on. So get me in my woke bag because I get to get mad.
But when I get out,
exactly, we on their ass.
That's when we gonna do the second episode.
Yeah, we gonna cut up. I'm gonna put you on that companion pass. You're coming back. All right, Dre, go ahead with topic 2 now.
Okay, so for topic number 2. I wanted to talk about what's your villain origin story? Because I feel like we all the villain in somebody's story. No matter how good of a person everybody try to paint themselves out to be, and somebody out there that's going to have a whole different perspective of you and gonna be like, no, in my story, they did some hoe ass shit. Lavelle is not a real nigga.
Ooh.
He's lying.
Ain't nobody gonna say that.
Not one person.
He's perpetrating a fraud. He is not who he say he is. I mean, they're going to say that about me, too. I'm just saying, it's somebody out there that has a different story to tell other than what we think about ourselves and who we think we are. So I think we all are villain in somebody's story. What would y'all say is y'all's villain origin story? What's the pettiest thing that's changed your personality forever, that made you have a breaking point and a turning point in your life?
You go.
Did he say I'm tipsy?
I said I burped.
I always be
You want me to go first?
Yeah, go ahead.
I think being a gay black man in the South. because you have to navigate the world so differently. Like there's so much times where you have to turn who you are on and off. And it's already enough for me to turn down my blackness in order for me to be safe and feel comfortable. But for me to like all that who I am, all of my personality, my character is bottled up. That's a part of me that was never showcased up until I was like 18, 19. So now I am very like, if you make me uncomfortable, I'm cutting you off. Like you are, maybe I need a therapist.
I do that too though.
But it's like, when you sacrifice your just who you are for the world, for the acceptance of the people around you, and you hear them talking about the community that you know that you're in. Like, oh, those gay ass booty, dick in the booty ass nigga. Like, you know, it's
dick in the booty, that
but you hear that a lot.
Women like that too.
And I'm at a point now.
Sorry. We talk about we get nasty. We get ready.
We
warming you up.
I'm warming it up.
Warming you up.
I get it now because it's like just tradition, it's just thing like hate is taught. But when so much hate comes to you, it comes to a breaking point. And a lot of people, you know, they take the measures that I wish nobody does. But sometimes it's like, you know what? I'm not letting nobody else try me ever.
Yeah.
And that's how I am. Like, when people make me uncomfortable, if you say...
It's a little bitty thing, you cut them off. So they probably like, oh, he's a bitch. I ain't even do nothing.
Even, like, I don't be trying to be mean. That's another thing. I think when I carry that on me so much. If I do a meet and greet, like after my shows and stuff, I still don't let nobody make me uncomfortable. And I try not to be rude, but I end up being somewhat like, hold on. I don't like doing that, but it's like I'm a person. And a lot of people, or even if I'm in public, I'm in the grocery store and you come at me with the flash on. Ooh, I'm a human being.
Yeah.
Turn that fucking camera off.
Yeah.
Hello, how are you? What's your name?
Yeah.
Because I don't know what's going on. And I'm from Jacksonville, Florida.
Y'all get scrappy out
I got my shit in my trunk.
Cause we went to Jacksonville. You remember we hosted that party?
No, we had and I had a ball. I had a great time.
She was drunk.
Life.
It was fun.
It was
It's fun, but it's dangerous.
Exactly.
That's another thing. Where I'm
we
from.
was by the water though. Do that matter?
Yeah, like no.
Oh,
We everywhere.
Exactly. No, it didn't make no goddamn difference. I was recording everything in that hotel room in case my body was
It's a lot going on. Like that's another thing. Like growing up in the hood, like it's just so much different things that kind of made me like.
I know all about Jacksonville. So I had this era in my life where I was like so interested in like gang drama. There was so much on Jacksonville. It was so interesting.
yeah.
I said, oh, y'all get down and dirty. Y'all have a lot of rappers out there.
It's a lot of rappers.
And I said, oh, this is messy.
It's a lot of rappers, a lot of
And they had them big locks.
Yes.
The globs.
That's what they call globs.
Globs.
That sounds so disrespectful. That's what it's called.
You know what else sounds disrespectful?
What?
Dwarfism.
Dwarfism does
Because
sound
the-
disrespectful.
I'm not gonna
Because I
say the
think of
word.
Seven
They're-
dwarfs from Snow White.
They little people.
I think that's
Then you call them little people.
I think
You're not
so,
supposed to
too.
say the
Dwarf?
M word.
what?
That rhymes with
Midget?
fidget.
Oh.
Midget?
Block that out.
Wait, we're not supposed to say that either?
We
No,
can't say that.
that's a slur.
That's derogatory.
Oh.
Yes.
I never
It's
knew
hard to keep up, Lavelle. It's
Well, I'm
everything
keeping y'all
is
up.
derogatory these days.
I'm keeping
Okay,
y'all up.
so-
And if y'all slip up and say the F word on here,
What's the F?
Oh, I don't say that.
Oh, we don't even use that. we don't use that word. That's not a part of
Get
our.
us canceled. You know they already hate us.
I'm
That's
just
not a part of our
playing. We're in Atlanta. They're allies.
We are.
They have a drag queen on their show.
We have two.
Oh yeah, right.
Two.
Starring and featuring.
But no.
No, but that sound like a. I feel like dwarfism sound like a
I think
slur.
it's professional.
Dwarf.
Like dwarfism.
Dwarf sound unserious. I don't take it
That's
serious.
because you think of Seven. You thinking of Snow White.
I do, because that's how I got
That
introduced
sound
to the
like
word.
magic, a mythical. They need a professional name.
It's in the
Dwarfism
same
is
realm with
professional.
trolls.
No, they.
She's going down on her
Block.
own.
We need to cut all this out.
She's going down on her
You
own.
said, "Oh no! I get what you're saying. It sounds magical." And they're not magical.
Realm, but
They-
it's not.
They're not magical.
They not magical.
That's not funny.
They not.
I'm not laughing.
They laughing behind the screen.
So I think dwarfism is the proper word because, like,
They need a scientific word.
That's the
dwarfism. Don't sound like no.
But why?
Because they put it in a Disney movie. It's like they playing.
See, y'all messed
They need to
up.
put it in like a serious electricity.
The what?
Like a,
The what?
like a science word. I have electricity.
Electricity.
Electricity?
Crazy.
No.
That's all you got electrocuted.
I always think of what's his name from Game of Thrones, Tyrion. 'Cause that's what I think. That's what he says when he does it. He's like dwarfism, and I think it sounds professional.
I think of that man that used to play in
It's just
all
the
them
way they say
shows back in the day.
The man that played Leprechaun.
No, it was the black man.
Oh,
Beetlejuice?
Did he pass away?
No, it was another man, but he used to be on
Did
the
he pass away?
Parkers. He was in everything.
I know
he
you
used to
talking
punch people
about.
in the
He was
knees all the time.
on. What movie was he?
I can't remember his name, and I think he
was
passed
on,
away.
Bad Santa.
Yes.
What was his name?
I don't know. I can't remember his name.
Damn, R.I.P. to him.
R.I.P.
Did
to
he
that
pass
man.
away?
Well,
from
I don't know.
dwarfism?
Well,
I don't know.
hope that he.
You can't.
I don't think you can pass
Don't
away
say
from
that.
being small.
It's not cancer.
Well, you know, sometimes.
We need to cut this whole
Well,
segment.
No, I think sometimes the only reason I ask because if you have like a small heart.
Lavelle like me, he trying to find it.
They have a small body.
Oh.
Cut it out.
Let me make sure it's the right man though.
Somebody
Shay.
little died.
Somebody little. It was Gary Coleman.
Oh, Gary Coleman.
But
ain't nobody tell me
oh,
nothing.
this is him. This is who I was talking about.
Gary Coleman passed.
He did a long time
No,
ago.
but
Tony Cox did.
No, he's alive.
Gary Coleman.
Gary Coleman died a long time
We
ago.
not mixing them up, okay?
No, we're not. 'Cause
We
they
know
don't
the
look alike.
difference.
Because dwarfism people do
Well,
not.
who died?
Gary Coleman,
died.
not Tony
But I don't
Cox.
think Gary Coleman had dwarfism.
Yes,
Yes, he did.
You
I
didn't
think
know
I
that?
would've looked
Then
at
why he didn't?
He
grow.
did.
He did grow. Because what you talking about, Willis, versus grown Gary Coleman is two different sizes.
But he didn't.
Oh, you right, Ty. Let's move on.
Cut all this
Okay,
out.
no. So to circle back though to what
Your
Lavelle.
villain origin story.
Well, to circle back to what Lavelle was just talking about, as far as like, and this is sidebar because this has nothing to do with a villain origin. Why I can't get villain origin story out?
See, he didn't have it, did he?
Who didn't
Oh,
have?
but he was loved.
But he didn't have it.
Maybe his parents was both.
Gary
stories.
Coleman said he had a kidney.
See?
I don't know the first word.
He
on
wasn't a
me see.
dwarf.
He had a kidney transplant. He was
Ooh.
little though. Look how little he is.
But he didn't have dwarfism. He didn't. He wasn't a dwarf. Big dick.
Big dick. How do you know?
Big dick nigga. Slanging it.
Y'all don't cast me for this. I'm short too.
They not. I'm short too. We all dwarves.
I
Except for
suffer.
Leia.
No, we
I
not.
suffer from
What?
giantism.
Yeah, she's a giant.
That's not a word. We're not finna play.
Cyclops.
I'm here with you guys.
We're
We're part of the me and Lavelle
We
are part
all
of the
are.
community.
y'all really
Nope.
are.
The LGBT.
Is
Are
she
you
the
part of
cute?
the? Are you LGBT?
No,
Are you B?
I'm the B actually.
They think I'm the T, but I'm not the
Who
T.
think you the T?
They always say I'm the T,
Really?
and I'm not the T.
But you just said you was a drag queen, so it's like.
Well, it was fun, but I'm not the T. I have a full vagina
Does that
down
make
there.
you upset?
No, it doesn't. You know what? It's crazy when I first heard that they called me fish when I was like in college and I went to the gay club with my gay friend at the time, and they was like, "Oh, you fish, you fish." And I was like, "I don't know what that means.
fish?
Trout,
It's
salmon."
me, darling.
But I never got offended because I always thought like trans women, like they did their makeup, their hair, like they were ahead of us.
Mm-hmm.
And when it came to the lace,
Yeah, and it's like I just showed up.
yeah, I was like, "Oh, you think I'm giving tea?" So I always took it as a compliment. So it wasn't until like I got in the social media world where I realized like they were trying to be offensive. But to this day, I never found it offensive because originally I thought that was like a compliment because I'm like, that means my makeup, my hair,
Yes.
I'm giving.
You compare me to the most glamorous version of feminine expression.
Literally. Because
Mhm.
that was like the time where like Amaya Scott was like huge and like people used to be like, "Oh, who does her wigs? Who does her makeup?" So when people was telling me that, I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm T. I'm T, but not
I
that."
need to move to Atlanta. Y'all are so forward thinking. It would never be a bitch in Jacksonville that think that's a compliment.
Oh, really? No, it don't.
Who was who tried
They could be ready to square up.
Literally.
No, yeah, I like it. I've always been like, okay, yeah, I'm a doll.
Love the dolls. I love
I'm
when
a
gay men call
doll.
me the
You know what I'm
doll.
saying?
Yes, the dog.
It's my favorite
They
compliment.
fine, y'all. They so fine.
Thank you.
Real life fine. Not the cameras. Like I came here like, damn.
In real life.
Am I straight? Am I gay?
No,
See? You gotta question yourself a little bit.
But
I
no.
like that.
They're just pretty. That's enough.
Thank
Okay.
you.
See, like I ain't need no coochie now. Dre,
But
what's
no,
your Velle origin story?
But before I got into that, I was just gonna say I understand what you were saying because sidebar, this has nothing to do with the villain origin story. But I was having a conversation with somebody the other day, and they really had pissed me off.
Ooh.
It was a straight man,
Ooh.
and he was basically just saying that he feels like people choose to be gay, like it's a demon on them.
Okay.
And I'm like, as a
A
black
demon?
man in America, you're trying to tell me all of the odds are already stacked against black men as it is. You think that they would want to add another
You
layer
think I
on
want
top
to
of
choose?
that?
I want to.
That makes their life even harder. Being a black man is already hard. Being a black gay man in America is even harder. You think people are choosing that route because they just like, oh yeah, this shit lit.
Yeah.
Like no, at the end of the day, people don't have a choice about those things. So I could see how it could make somebody like start your villain origin.
Straight
story.
men are part of my villain origin story.
I can understand
Same.
that too. They mine too.
Same.
And my
Same.
content, because my whole life there is no black woman that I know in my life that haven't been disrespected or sexually assaulted, sexually harassed by a black man. Even me, when I was little and everybody was slapping the girl's booty, I'm like, let me slap her booty too. And I remember slapping this girl booty. Her name was Destiny.
Oh.
But I remember looking at her and seeing how upset she was. And
Yes.
after that, I was like, oh my gosh, like I'm just partaking and following the lead of everybody around me. But it's like, we are hurting these. They're people.
Yes.
And so many straight black men, I feel like, don't see women as the same species. They're so
Come on
rude.
now.
They're so disrespectful. They don't see y'all as equal. And a lot of them didn't even vote for Kamala because they don't think y'all have the ability to lead.
Hey,
Like that
you
too.
right.
Come on.
Just because you have a vagina.
Mm.
But yeah, they're part of my villain origin story because they
Same.
so
Evil.
brain-rotted.
They are
Not all of them.
not all of them,
It's
but
a lot of y'all.
90%.
I was gonna say 99. I feel like
I feel
every
like 90.
No, the reason I say that, and I'm not being funny, when I think of every tough situation I've been through in my life, outside, and I'm not even being dramatic, outside of losing my mom, when I think of every tough shit that I've been through in my life, it's connected to a straight man. Seriously. Every trauma, anything that I've been like through, something that hurt me so bad, and I'm like, why would you do that to me? It's connected to a man. Whether it was a man I thought was my friend, a family member, or somebody I was linked to romantically. Every time I think about,
always a man.
It's always been a man. My villain, when I was about to talk about my villain origin story,
We skipped you.
it was about.
I'll go last.
Oh, go ahead, go ahead.
No,
No, go
go
ahead.
Let's go last.
So my villain origin story was, I always talk about this, was the man I met when I moved out here and started dating. I mean, he was awful. He literally, I remember having a conversation because he was already in the industry. And I was like, hey, me and my friend are trying to start a show. Can you like help us get like an internship at the radio or maybe get us an interview up there? And he was
What's
like,
his name?
now I ain't that drunk. You tried it. But he literally told me, you are the type of woman that needs to be seen and not heard. Those were his words, verbatim.
No
I
way.
swear to God. I swear. And
Who
I
this nigga saying that is? He told you that too?
When we were trying to start our YouTube,
And what y'all did?
kept going.
Only
You see where we at
only
now?
for a year ago, for him to ask to come on the show. He asked our producer at the time that we had before Shay to be like, oh yeah, I would love to come on their show. I bet you would, hoe ass nigga.
He said y'all need to be seen and not
He
heard.
said I need to be seen.
He
and
said
not
y'all
heard.
talk too much. Y'all need to be seen and
And
not
these the
heard.
men y'all making eye contact with the club
Yeah.
and going home and sucking his.
Yeah.
Can I say that?
Yeah, you
You go home and sucking his balls. And he said
Yeah.
you need to be seen and not heard.
Crazy.
And you ready to go home just because you see the bottle service, you see the bitches with the sparklers. You like, oh, that's the nigga I want.
That is what they be doing.
And that honestly, I think that like really put a fire under my ass. And honestly, till this day, it still does.
I can't believe that, but don't let that be the fire. Fuck him.
No, it's not fuck him. Because you're going to see me on TV. Every time you get on TikTok, every time you get on anything, you're going to see my face.
Do you ever think about that? Like your exes, like I wonder if my ex see me right now.
I know he does. Because I had another ex ask me to come
I
on
know
the
they
show.
do. I know they see what's
You
going on.
fumble the bag, bitch ass nigga.
Yeah, bitch ass nigga. You see what the fuck going on.
Oh, no,
Fumbling us is crazy. That's all I have to say.
But they
Just
did
be like,
fumble.
damn, I feel so bad for you.
I be looking up somebody.
I know they be like,
I wonder what they going through.
I know they be looking at you like, fuck. That's
This
how
nigga doing it.
And I will always be the villain for that. I love it. I hope that I was the worst thing that ever happened to you, honestly. I hope you're out there saying how bad I am because people are going to be like, you're a liar.
Yeah.
Because Lex is amazing.
Let's interview our girl.
Yeah.
So,
Let it out.
let us know. What's your villaging?
Come
I said
on
the same
now.
thing you said.
Y'all both said that.
What's your villain?
Why we can't get the word out, Lavelle? we struggling. Okay, so for me, I think it's a mixture of two things. Number one, just always feeling extremely misunderstood by people. That I think it made me feel like, okay, cool, well, people are committed to misunderstanding me anyway, so I'm just gonna close myself off to people. And then also having fake friends, like being friends with people. I've always been a really genuine friend, a really genuine person. When I meet people, I show up as my authentic self. It's not nothing that I'm not willing to do for my friends. And I feel like I've been in so many situations with other girls where I thought they was riding for me as much as I was riding for them. And no, you being a whole completely different person behind my back, you talking shit about me, you low-key a little jealous, weird. And I think it's made me very mistrusting of people to the point that I think that I kind of screw up relationships before they get a chance to blossom because I automatically assume, because I've been in so many situations like that everybody is going to be like that.
Yeah.
And I don't open my heart up to really... Like, I'll make a new friend, and we can get kind of cool.
Still be like,
but I'm still kind of side-eyeing you like, okay, bitch, we gonna see what you gonna do.
That's not good.
It's not.
It's good to be prepared for things shifting, but it's not good to prejudge people based on previous experiences.
That's true.
And I get what you're saying because, like, recently, like how you saying the drag scene, not shade nobody, but it's certain things. It's very difficult for me to get booked as a drag performer. Very difficult.
Wow.
And I don't know, probably the same thing because I have a platform, because people may think like, oh, I may take their job, or, you know, and it's like, in order for the art form to continue, in order for people to get more eyes on our community, wouldn't you want a motherfucker like me to show up at your club and participate and want to be involved? Because I'm not coming here trying to take over and take nobody's job.
Right.
I really come like very humble, but I had a conversation with one of my mutuals, Ruth Delia. She was telling me like, well, you need to look outside of yourself and realize like you're young, you're attractive, you're spontaneous, you have a growing career, you're a comedian, you touring the world. Like there's so many things about us that are normal to us. Like this is my norm. My norm is I'm a talented, fine ass bitch, y'all.
Mood.
Know what I'm
Big
saying? Like,
mood.
that's your norm. But
Yeah.
a lot of people, they see you and they don't see that in themselves. And they feel, like, indifferent. And they will start, they really be jealous of you. And you don't understand that you coming in with so much humility because you're so used to how great you are. And they don't know their fullest potential. So they, like, just being shady and being weird. But everybody not like that. You was around people that was insecure. That was in Texas. You're in a new city. All the bitches here think.
No, it was here too.
Oh, it was. Oh.
Yeah, unfortunately.
But still, like, you know your tribe. I don't think you should still, like, be so cut off because it's like you still have time to really build your family, I would say. Because family is not necessarily the people you relate to, it's the people you choose. So if you come into everybody like, oh, this bitch might try me. Oh, this bitch, you know, even like, it's things that you may not really be trying to do, but it may show off. Like that, she been a little closed off, or she been a little weird. Now you been a weird one because you're prejudging me.
Yeah. because you trying to stay away so that
Yeah.
you don't get your feelings hurt or your feelings involved.
You just have to allow the people to not hurt you. Like, no matter what nobody do, what nobody say, like, at the end of the day, you are you. You have your career. You still that bitch.
Yeah.
And they acting weird. But still be open to more family.
And you know what's crazy though? The older I get, I feel like I try to. Like, I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm not gonna let past situations hinder me from creating new relationships. And even recently, something so crazy happened with me and one of my really close friends. And I just was not expecting that shit to happen. We got into it over something so stupid. And not to like place blame, but it was like her fault. And I just couldn't believe.
Not to place blame, but
it was.
that bitch is in
But bitch, it was you. And I feel like for the period of time that we've been friends, I've been so welcoming, so cool, so understanding, non-judgmental about everything that goes on in her life. And like, I was having a really rough day that day. And she just like spazzed on me. And I was just like, what the fuck?
You know, a lot of times also, there's two things I need to say. But the main is, some people don't be prepared for that type of kindness. Some people don't. They be thinking like, oh, this bitch might be up to something. Like, why she being so nice to me? Why she being so kind to me? Why she being so real? And they'll self-sabotage the relationship. Like, like, because they think something gonna happen eventually, so they'll just be like, whatever. But men do that. A lot of men,
they do.
They'll be with a bitch that's so real and so great and cooking food and got a job and doing all type of shit, rubbing your feet, and be like, just start some bullshit, but cheat on you.
Yeah.
Because you think she too good for you.
Yeah. Oh, 1000%.
Yeah.
And that's a real thing. You will be dating men sometimes who think or know that you too good.
And they just self-sabotage your relationship instead of working on themselves and rising to the occasion and meeting your wife.
Yep.
Unfortunate. I won't be there to stick around. But anyways.
Let's get nasty.
Let's get nasty.
He ready to get into the bed. He said enough of all of this fucking
positivity.
Yeah.
It's time to get nasty and talk about booty holes. Now it's time to get into
the bed.
bow.
The bed.
About.
The bed. Bow. 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 Bow.
Okay, for the bed topic today. Y'all know that's right. Yeah, you finna wake up because this ain't that type of bed. We don't sleep in this bed. Okay? You understand?
We get
Not until after. And only I'm sleeping because you going home.
Exactly.
Ooh, you make him go home. Do you have a man or are you dating right now?
I have my little shit, you know.
Your little fine shit? You know, that's what the young kids say.
Little fine shit. I love saying that. I be saying tall shit, smart shit, fine shit, short shit.
I know that's right. Okay, so today we're going to talk about, are roles in the bedroom still a thing? Are we all?
No.
They're not?
For gays,
Y'all don't do like...
if you're living in the Stone Age, darling, if you got a nigga and you want him, you got to give up that hole. We both got the same shit. Everybody want to feel
So it's not like
it.
just top and bottom?
Okay.
So you verse now.
Okay,
Everybody is verse.
I'm lying.
Okay.
There's some people who would prefer to only be penetrated, and some people who don't want to do that at all. I'm willing to, especially if I really, really like you, we getting down here.
We can put that thing down, flip it, and reverse it.
Yeah. You can
Okay.
do it to me, and I can do it to you. Tomorrow. This could be your night.
So that means that y'all are into...
But that's not necessarily a role. I don't
think
know.
so either.
I feel like everybody the same. A part of me feels like everybody has somebody that can make them gay. Like everybody has somebody that could, like, if you meet the perfect person,
You'll go
somebody
gay.
like you.
I know.
Yeah,
the person. I know my person.
You'll go gay. I feel
know
like
my
everybody.
person.
Sid
Tiana
Colson. The basketball player. Y'all know who Sid
I
Colson
know it.
is?
We're mutuals.
Oh, but she has a girlfriend, so I don't want to be disrespectful.
That would make you go gay.
What?
Wait, let me make sure that's her.
What?
Let me look her up too.
Because you know what? She's funny. She's fine.
She
but
got.
she's
She
not
wearing
like,
a ponytail.
She has like nice. She got like a little. She always she do wear like a little puff sometimes or like a bun, and she's so. I think it's her personality because she's funny. She's not too masculine and she's not feminine.
This is we mutuals.
I love her. Literally, like I would be in a full blown like That's the only person in the world, because I do not like coochie. I don't like women, but like honestly,
She do it for you.
I'm sorry, no. This is no shade to her girlfriend, because I know she's in a happy relationship. But
that's just the only person you're super attracted to.
Only person. Like if she was single and she was like, "Hey, let me take you out," I would be like, "Absolutely."
I don't know what girl would make me straight.
You don't?
I'm sitting right here.
You got 2 of them.
I will put it on you, Lavelle.
You got abs?
Yes,
I have you clicking your heels to go back to Kansas.
He's talking about I got tattoos.
You got tattoos?
And a grill.
We love a grill, a bottom one.
I got.
And I got a grill. He said I got a grill, like that's gonna really.
And a grill.
I love a grill. Maybe not for you. It do something for me.
Exactly.
Oh my God.
Let me get my shit out of the car.
So you think that every man they would have a man that they want
they be beating their meat with their homeboys.
So then being gay is a choice.
It's not a choice.
If
I
everybody
don't
have
feel like it's a choice. I'm just saying, like, there's somebody that can get that tingly feeling going.
make that coochie,
like
make
even
that
like.
dick jump.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know. I don't want to say everybody, but I feel like it's the same way. Like it's like flavor. Like I can't choose what flavors I like.
Yeah, you just
But
know what you like.
yeah,
and it hits
like
your
even
tongue and you like it.
guacamole. I've had avocado toast the first time this year, but I had it again at Dunkin' Donuts, and I didn't really like that one. But I like the one at the restaurant I was at.
Right.
Okay,
And I'm like, that's the only one
Yeah.
that was good.
I get
feel
that
that.
analogy.
That makes sense.
So, but you've never seen a woman that you would be like, I hit that.
It be bitches at my shows that I'd be like, "What's
I'll
going
give
on?"
you some.
It was one girl, she was like, it was one girl, I was in Chicago with Michelle.
Mhm.
I almost brought that bitch back to this Airbnb.
What she look like?
She was short, she was like brown skin, she was super like, she had a really, I like her accent.
Okay.
Mhm.
And she was just like down at the like, I was on top of the stage. So we had already took pictures and she was trying to kiss me like on my cheek during the picture. And then after she was like, oh my gosh, like that's him. Oh my gosh, that's Velle. And I was like,
It's finna be Mo. It's finna be daddy. That's what she should have said. She should have took off that wig and said, hey.
hey.
stop
No,
playing.
I wasn't in drag.
Oh, you wasn't in drag.
So that was my birthday show. So I was dressed like Lil Zane. Like I had on like a, I was did a Y2K
Oh, she
thing.
wanted it bad.
Oh, Shay
I had on a
love Lil
chain with
Zane.
I had on a chain with like that spin.
Ooh. Okay, so you have had a woman that you wanted to.
Her and I don't know, it's a couple different ones, but I think I really love like super country girls.
You
It's
really just
something about-
described Drea. Short, brown skin with an accent.
I am a little,
Look at Lil Hank. He said,
I am a little country.
well, Drea, you can't really answer this question.
What?
But like, oh.
Cause she go, you done been what's your type for a female? I don't think you've ever answered that.
I just like beautiful girls.
Yeah, I
like,
don't have a type either.
I don't think I have a type. Just like with men, I vibe with who I vibe with. I like who I like.
Yeah.
With girls, I mean, you do need to be attractive to me.
But you like femme women, like
I
feminine
do.
women.
I do like feminine women.
You
I
like
do.
the studs?
I've never seen a stud that made my coochie tingle.
Oh, so you like girls and
I like girly girls. Like I like girls that look like me. Yeah.
Yes.
That's the type of girls that I used to mess with when I used to date girls. So
I don't have a type.
you
For a
know.
man, you don't have a
No.
type. What is
Fine is fine.
What's your fine
Fine is
shit look like now?
fine.
Like if you had to describe him physically.
My gosh, it's very
Yeah.
detailed.
Mhm.
We like the same height. I think he's like a little taller than me. He got like locks.
Ooh.
They're not like super long,
Okay.
but I like them.
Mm.
Yeah, and his eyes brown.
I like locks.
Let me ask you a question, because I know this is like very scandalous in the community. Do you mess with DL men?
No,
Not at all.
hell no.
Because I have talked
That
to.
scares me.
Well, there's some men out there, some gay men, like they only
They with
like
it,
to
yeah,
talk-
yeah, they with it. But it's like,
Aren't
some-
those trades? Or is that
yeah, that is. But
Trade.
I can be
Okay.
trade too. It's not
Okay.
necessarily DL.
It's just like you can't tell.
Okay.
It's just if I'm dressed a certain way,
You just
or if you
can't
look a
tell.
certain way, yeah. like,
Okay.
give it. I'm not with that because it's like if you're not comfortable with showcasing your show, especially now that I have a platform,
Yeah.
like you might be scared, period.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think I would do that just for like my safety.
Mm.
And like, you know who the fuck I am? I ain't
Period.
nobody's secret.
Come on now.
You should be proud of who the fuck on your arm.
Hey.
Would you date someone? Would you date a trans woman?
I I just confused the two.
Oh.
I don't know.
You don't know?
There is somebody that I used to talk to that transitioned recently.
Mm-hmm.
And in my mind, I've been thinking, like, I wonder if the person that I fall in love with transitions later on in life. And would I still be there with them?
Mm-hmm.
And I probably would.
There was this person I used to follow. I don't remember their name on TikTok at all because I actually don't see them post anymore. But they were a married couple, and the man transitioned, and she stayed married to him. Like, he was a full-blown woman, and she was like, I still love him. I don't care. Dick's still hitting. We still in love.
Not dick still hitting. Dick still slapping.
Yeah, so she was like,
it's still there.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think that's an interesting thing because, everybody says you can't help who you love. And, like, you just love a person. You don't love all the physical things or whatever it may be. You know what I'm saying? So maybe that's why I'm not having luck in love. Maybe I need to date a woman.
Maybe.
A trans woman? Because then you with a girl, but then it's like they still hitting it.
I don't know.
And
but trans women be fine. So.
And trans women have big dicks.
They
work.
do.
That work.
They be real
He's talking about that work.
They work good. I don't know if I've seen footage.
And they got titties. They got everything.
Yeah. And I don't mind a little titty.
Yeah, you might
Titties
like a
don't
little
bother
titty.
me. It just be vagina that I'll be like, whew.
Exactly.
So maybe
but
you
you're
would
not
like
gonna
a
see
trans
that.
woman.
And if it's kind of like dark with a little moonlight peeking in, you getting the full like low light experience of balls and stuff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I like
So you getting the best of both worlds.
That's why I say it's one person in the world that I would do that. I would go downtown.
You would. Wow.
I would drive downtown with the windows down.
You know who I love?
Who?
Willow Smith.
Okay.
Willow's a cutie. Willow is a cutie. I like her confidence and like who she is. Like, she never gave a fuck. Like, I want to do rock music. I'm gonna do pop music.
When she came, because we've been like the same age. So when Whip My Hair.
Yeah, Whip My Hair.
When that came out, I've been in love with her.
Yeah, she's a teeny top.
Whip My Hair was about the hits that stick like grease.
A mood. That is a talented family.
The whole family for sure. Jaden too.
Yeah. So do you feel like role play in the bedroom is dead?
Role play?
Role play.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Said role.
Roles in the bedroom.
No, I don't. I do not like closed-minded men. I like men that are open-minded to whatever. Because I truly believe that in the bedroom, some men feel like, oh, I'm not gonna do this because I feel like that makes me gay. Nothing makes you gay if you're doing it with a woman.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Well.
Wait.
Not see.
Like what?
I feel like
pegging.
Tell me something.
Would pegging make a man?
Maybe a little. That's like teeter-totter.
That's crossing the line.
Like, okay.
Come on now.
But see, for me,
what's this peg shape like?
Yeah, a peg leg.
Oh my God. But you know what? I'll say this. Me, and I can't speak for other tall women, because like I'm a tall woman. I have a lot of body. You know what I'm saying? I always say this. I am 5'8", 5'9". Right now I'm 175. I'm a lot of woman.
Mm-hmm.
So I do like, sometimes like I'm very dominant in the bedroom. I am usually. But when I come across a man that just dominates me in the bedroom, that's very rare for me.
Mm-hmm.
I really like that. So I think like I do like the role reversal in the bedroom sometimes.
Are you dominant?
I am.
Me too.
But I like somebody that's going to dominate me more.
That happened to me before.
Really?
Change your life, huh? When a man
it's the best. You just
rare,
be looking up like,
rare, though.
And they was talking and all type of stuff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like,
I love a little talk.
But in my mind, I'm like, you do this often.
Yes, that's the scary part.
It's on the first time. It's like, okay,
So
this
hold
you
on
do.
now. This is too scripted.
Oh my gosh.
How
You done
get-
said this before.
You got all the right words to say, but it's working. I'm still here.
I like a little whisper in my ear, a little grunt.
I think men that, especially with, like I said, because like I'm a bigger woman, so I feel like men that are very confident with me the first time and they're dominant in the bedroom, I like it. But it also gives like, oh, you a hoe, you a freak, you nasty. You
Do y'all like talking stuff?
I do.
Yes.
I don't say nothing.
You just quiet the whole time?
Because I'm goofy.
I am.
And
too,
not only
but
am
it's fun.
okay, it was like one person. It's been a few times that I talk, but it's like everybody laugh at everything I say. So it's like I'm shutting up because I'm serious right now. Like I don't want to be like, even if I say,
they're like,
So if they they say something, you just don't say nothing.
Don't ask me no motherfucking question.
What do? You just be like,
It don't matter. No, even if we are talking,
uh-huh.
don't ask me no question in the bedroom.
Oh, I'm asking
I love
everything.
to ask.
Don't ask
questions.
me nothing.
I love to
I
ask
be
is
having
it?
full-blown conversations.
I'm tired.
No, they need to know. Do this bussy feel good?
Yeah.
And you need to answer.
I'm here. I'm still going.
But you might leave. Like once you leave, you might be gone.
If it
How
was
they gonna-
net, I would have
You would've
stopped.
just got
I would have
it.
came with an excuse.
Oh my gosh.
I would've
think
told
My
somebody-
Virgo brother.
I would have said,
that's the
call
same
me.
thing I say.
Somebody call me.
I'm not saying if it's bad.
Yes.
I think talking in the bedroom is like the sexiest.
It
thing
is. It's
ever.
very.
No,
sexy
to me,
too.
it's like, I think because the movies have really like painted a picture of what sex is for me.
Okay.
And they don't talk. When have you ever seen?
They do talk.
They don't. The music be
They
going.
don't.
They be like, "Give me this pussy."
No, they don't.
I don't know
what
movie you watch?
Tubi.
That's the real. I said, 'cause what movie you
That's the
watch?
problem. No, back in the day, like,
No, they didn't.
what you remember Love and Basketball? What song was playing? And no talking, all action. I like a little blue light
I'm weak.
and a playlist going.
Yeah,
Blue
I like the playlist going.
I don't like
the
red
lights
light.
On.
Red light is demonic.
The blue lights remind me of Billy.
Ooh.
That was a sexy
However
scene. You talking when them fine niggas came in with all that blue,
Blew me.
blue. It.
I don't care. I just need to see. I like to see.
But
what's
you can
going
see
on.
better with blue than red.
Well, I don't care. Turn something on TV. We can have Grey's Anatomy playing. Turn the lights
We
on.
really gonna be in
don't-
that
Ooh,
bitch
I got a
crying
question.
with Grace in
What's the
background.
longest that you ever had sex?
Ooh, like
I'm not gonna lie. I talked
30
about this
minutes?
before. I
The
went on-
longest was 30 minutes?
like actual sex.
Like a man penetrating.
Yeah, like
30
30
minutes.
minutes.
What about you?
I'm not gonna lie. So I went on a trip to Costa Rica a few years ago. I went with this gorgeous. I mean, he looks like a Greek god. He's so fine.
Mm.
And when I tell you, it was like hours. Like it was like we would kind of take a little break and we would go back, but it was like a whole like he was different.
The first person that I was like my first Nikki Link.
Mhm.
Gosh, I shouldn't say this.
Yes,
You should.
We was
It's a safe space.
This is a safe space.
we was watching Modern Family, and I was like doing that for like 3 to 4 hours.
For real.
And he was
Without like nutting?
He was like shaking.
see, but that sometimes it's
I
not
would
even
know. I
about-
was distracted. Like I'm watching this show.
See, I guess I'm thinking of, okay, we had sex for 30 minutes.
No, we didn't
He
stop.
nutted, and then, yeah, of course you could start again
No, we didn't
later.
stop. It was like
It was just
from-
nonstop.
so
Because he
before-
liked the feeling. You was liking the
but
feeling.
everybody was. So like
Everybody. I know that's.
so like from the
the
beginning
room was rocking.
earlier, like before it started, we was like kissing and stuff and getting it started and trying different positions. But we got in one position that was like perfect. Like I'm watching TV, you right here, and we
Yeah, sometimes when you hit that sweet spot, you gotta just stay right there.
But how could you go that long?
I don't
without
know.
stopping?
That was the longest. That was just like a rare day. I don't know what I ate that
Okay.
day.
He said, well, I don't know what I
But that's
ate.
why I say sometimes when you're just like it feels good, y'all are in that moment. I told y'all that trip we was off shrooms, so we had toys.
But see, yeah, that makes
lube.
sense.
It was a lot.
Mm.
It was a lot going on.
No, it wasn't like going on.
Oh, it was.
But also when I first like started having sex, I would think a lot. Like I would be I would be having sex, but I'd be just
oh
going through
no,
my head. I'd be like, his head kind of big, but it's
Mhm.
cool.
no. See, I don't.
I
we was in
didn't
the moment.
I didn't like the outfit he had on.
See, you do it too much. He talking about. Them
He
socks.
a real Virgo.
Yes, because what?
He cute, but them socks
Let me
was
change
throwing
the
me off.
channel.
No, I was definitely like, it was like in the zone, very sensual, outer body experience.
Yeah.
And I was like, I didn't even realize, because I'm not a person, I don't like to have sex for a long time.
Me either.
But it didn't even
Me
feel
neither.
like that.
Let's
When I,
get
like,
it
looked
over
at the
with.
time, I was like, oh my God.
Go on, get this
Let's
shit
get this over.
with.
Let's go to bed.
I didn't
20
wanna
minutes.
stop.
I'm ready to be done.
I promise.
Let's wrap this shit up.
If he called me right now, I'm on a flight.
That man,
Yes.
what's his name?
I almost said it too. You almost got me.
I
You
was
want-
waiting too, because I know who you talking about.
I'm weak. We might have to.
Maybe on the Patreon.
Yeah, maybe. We
Maybe
gonna
on
have
a
to spin the block on that
Patreon
one. We
episode.
might take another trip.
That's the
Oh,
last
wow.
nasty question.
You
What
want
he
some
say?
more?
That was nothing. We really get into the nitty gritty.
You
What you want to get into? What's the
I don't
nitty
know.
and the
I don't
gritty?
know. That's enough. That's enough, guys.
No, you want to talk.
You want to get nasty.
You want to talk
nasty.
about?
We be trying to keep it PG.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
But we can't get nasty.
Okay,
we can't.
one
Okay,
more
so
question.
I'll ask you this. What are your limits in the bedroom? Like, have you ever been in the bedroom with somebody you were like, no.
I have limits.
So what don't you do?
You're not
you eat ass, right?
I'm a gay black man.
Well, I had to make
You gotta
sure.
eat a little booty.
We all are.
Okay, so you eat a little ass. What was in the bedroom that happened where you was like, this is too far?
If I'm in pain, it's over.
Okay.
And it's not like, because that's pain if you get penetrated.
It is.
But, like, okay, it was one person I was talking to, and before we was getting started, like, we just kissing and stuff, and he, like, wrapped his arms around me and scratched my back. I said, what the fuck?
Ooh, he was too freaky.
We
It almost turned into
start.
sinners in that motherfucker.
Ouch! I was like, this is outrageous.
Yeah.
He was mad.
Yes.
Face, you got
I was
mad.
so
He
mad.
was revisiting the moment.
We just got started, like, y'all barely kissing.
Ooh.
And
You
he
hurt
really,
me.
like, scratched me, like,
And what did you do?
I said, what the fuck? I think I said he was aggressive. I was like, that was really aggressive. And that was a trigger word for him. He was like, I'm not aggressive. Yes,
He
I'm
started
bleeding.
going off. You being
You were
aggressive
bleeding
right
for-
now.
No. But it was a lot. Like, you just scratched me. Like, it took me out of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's
It's certain things, like physical things. And I know some people like get slapped and stuff like that. But
don't like
to
that.
me, it's like, are we fighting? You gotta be gentle.
yeah.
You gotta be, it's gentle but rough. Like,
Yeah.
if you too gentle, I'm laughing. You're tickling me.
It is a fine line.
Yes,
You gotta
yes,
be a little
yes.
rough, but not too rough.
If
Now,
I
you
feel
choke,
that.
you can't choke me.
you gotta
Not too hard. Uh-oh.
the sides.
What the fuck is happening in here?
That's when people don't know what they're doing. If you tell a man to choke you and he squeeze like your esophagus, they know. A real man, you can tell if he's a freak. If you tell him to choke
You be
you, and
getting
he
choked?
automatically knows to squeeze
You know,
the sides. you
I
know
like
he-
a little air passage stoppage sometimes.
We don't gotta do all that. Just
I do.
take
I
me
like
there.
it. I like a little
I
slap.
like oxygen while I'm.
I like a little slap.
Dre, have you
I like a little
graduated to lick
lip
little booty
biting.
yet?
You eat ass.
No, she don't.
You know, maybe.
But make them get waxed and all that. And
Oh, for sure. I'm not eating no hairy butt.
I did.
You did? You like
Have you ever seen a booty hole you
I did
didn't
both.
like? Because sometimes they be blown out.
Sometimes they be.
They be blown out. I've seen it.
you ate
No,
a
not me.
blown out one?
No, I was watching. Remember, I told you my friend sent me that video of her pegging somebody,
Mm-hmm.
and his booty hole was blown out.
From her.
I don't know. I think it was just blown out in general.
No, that pig.
I don't know.
She was going too
It just
ham.
looked like that booty hole has been.
It been
war.
through it.
It was in the military with you.
Grenades.
I haven't been
in
through
there.
much.
Well, it was.
He in the
it was going through
Marines.
something, the Marines or something. Something was going on down there. So, have you seen a booty hole like that?
A blown out booty hole.
I don't think so.
Okay.
No.
See,
What would you do though if you seen one?
I
Like
don't-
if you opened it up
if
and you was
I
like,
saw
oh,
as a straight woman,
I'm gonna see a nude before we do anything.
Oh, okay.
you say you gonna see what?
a nude.
A nude.
Oh yeah.
Let's see your resume,
Let me
darling.
see that pussy.
Yeah. Okay.
Before we
I
get
feel
started, before I drive anywhere,
I'm not gonna lie. If a man sent me a picture of his butthole, I would be horrified.
Who is that? Is
Freddie
this somebody
Gibbs.
we friends with that has?
No,
sent-
we're not friends with Freddie Gibbs, but he definitely had his booty hole on the internet.
No, not him. I'm saying one of our friends. I feel like told us that a dude had sent
who's
her a
sending
picture of his
that?
booty hole. I can't remember.
I
who
don't
it
know.
was.
But Freddie Gibbs actually has a nice booty hole.
Who is that?
He's a rapper. So you can Google
It's on
Freddie.
Google.
Yeah, you can Google Freddie Gibbs booty hole. It'll come
I'm
up.
not gonna look it up.
But I guess he sent that to his baby mama or his girlfriend at the
She
time.
probably asked for
and
it.
she posted it. I don't know.
You probably get on some real freaky stuff like
You know when they do the videos, I only see the picture. You know when they do the video and they like push it out and push it in? What does that do?
Oh.
when they flip it out.
They like
if
and
you
it-
can flip it out, that
Well, you know how, like-
concerns me.
No,
you know
they
how,
flip it
you
and they
flex
get real
your-
big.
Well, no, they don't flip it out. They just like make it contract.
Some people do that. I don't know what that is about.
What is that? What is that?
It's
do?
another thing, like when they like try to like flex their booty cheeks back and forth. Like relax.
The dancers do that.
Like
But
left cheek,
girls
right
do it
cheek?
and they
And it
booty
jiggles.
it be big.
Yeah.
But if your booty like kind of
got a
hard
muscle
and you
booty?
just we just see the
Firm
joint.
booty.
Like just take a picture.
Nah, y'all.
I hate that too. Sometimes like I've had sex before where like they'll stop and
They try to right cheek,
Don't
left
worry.
cheek on you, and it's
come
not.
here. Chill out.
You
I feel like that's cute.
You
That's a
tryna
little
show
brief
out.
intermission.
No, you're not.
If you have a muscle booty, you can't hit the right.
You can't do it.
No.
Now, if you had some shit going and it was like, oh,
like it got that wave to it.
Yeah.
But if it's hard and you,
I can already talk. I already know what you're
yes,
it's like
hard.
Like 2 rocks moving.
Literally, chill out.
Now, see, this is what scared me about a blown out booty hole. I feel like you can't control your farts.
Ooh.
Like if you bend over and somebody eating your butt, how you gonna? What if you got a poop
when you have a
and it
blown
just
out
slip
booty hole?
out?
It sound like this.
It's like,
Wait, what was that?
That was.
It's not open.
That was
It's not open, but it has to escape a little at the end. I feel like they farts be loud, real loud.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because
That's open.
Yes.
You can't control it.
Like.
What's all that about?
That sound like a trumpet.
Copyright.
Now I have heard. See, we're breaking down myths, okay? So you can help us.
Yes.
Now I have heard if you have a blown out booty hole that it's hard for you. Like sometimes they shit on
You
themselves.
boo-boo on yourself.
I don't know nothing about that.
You don't have any friends that have a blown out booty hole?
No.
They're not gonna just voluntarily.
They wouldn't even
him
tell
the
me, like-
information.
Also, it's like embarrassing if you have a blown
Yeah,
out.
Lavelle, so my
Yes.
booty hole blown out. I just thought
No,
that.
if I blew out my booty hole last night, I would tell Drea.
But you know what's crazy?
I'd be like, oh my God, Drea, I blew out my booty hole last night, girl.
But
I
you
don't
would-
think
you have to
know
give it
after
some
one
time. You might have to give it some
Yeah.
time. Like, okay, my shit might retract.
Okay.
But also, I don't even talk this sexual with my friends.
You
Oh.
don't?
No, my friends don't.
I got to know what went on.
Barely, not really. They don't really talk to me about stuff like that.
When Drea was telling me a story one time, I said, this is getting juice.
I've never even seen my friends like naked.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
that's
See,
crazy.
I be butt booty
I'm like a
naked in front of
prude.
my
I'd be like,
friends.
"Oh my
Really? You was just trying to show us your chest.
That's because you said you wanted some of this.
So you and your friends don't be like naked in front of each other?
No.
I've seen her booty hole.
It's
think
okay.
That's a man thing.
Up
though. I
in-
don't think men just.
I've
naked in
shown
front of
like
their friends.
girls, girls have seen like my dick
Okay.
and be like, "Ooh, man, what the fuck?"
You got
But-
that thing down there?
This y'all want to see?
I do.
For real?
me see.
Lavelle got that thing on.
I'm not showing her.
Okay, you don't have to show me.
Maybe on the Patreon.
Stay tuned.
Okay, but you and your friends, y'all don't get like naked in front of each other. Y'all don't change.
No,
That's
me and my closest friend, like I've known her for the longest. We blacked out drunk and woke up in separate beds. Like we
Oh.
don't even
Sleep in the same bed?
No,
Hmm.
I don't know what that is.
That's crazy. Me
It's
and
just
my
a
male best
level
friends
of-
sleep in the same bed all the time.
We're not with
And y'all never, and they never messed around.
We
Me and my male
didn't.
friend, we slept in the same bed, but we ended up fucking.
For real?
Was he gay?
No.
Exactly.
It
And
was
what you
good,
did, you
too.
said,
She was scooting that booty.
I
on
scooting it back.
him.
You scooted back, it's
My
going
friend no
down.
more.
You ever scooted it back?
On my friend? We was in
No,
the
like
bed?
when you was in the bed, like, and you wanted something, you just did like
On my
that.
man?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I do that all the time. But I also just like let you know, like I'll lift my leg up.
Ooh.
I be getting real frisky.
You nasty.
I'm not gonna leave nothing to the imagination. You know exactly what I'm trying to do.
Yeah,
You know what thing I do? I don't even. I'm saying all of my little tips.
What?
and tricks.
Cause I don't got time for you to be guessing.
Like once we like kissing and stuff,
Uh-huh.
I know how to like lift my leg up and put my big toe in your drawers and pull them off.
Can you teach
That's
me
a
that?
talent.
No, I've never.
How did you learn how to do
You
that?
wrapping around
You
that big
re-
toe?
Once you pull them down a certain length, you could put your big toe like in the waistband
And you be grabbing.
and
then
pull it. And once you get a grip of it, he could pull his legs out.
Oh.
You a
And we
freak.
kissing and I'm.
Toes like this, wrapped around.
I'll try that.
I'm taking the zipper off with my big toe.
I am weak.
Not for real.
That's a real talent for real.
I
But I
like
know
that.
you need to learn how to do that.
No, I'm gonna learn
and
how to
that's
do
it's
that.
kind of sexy. Like, oh,
It
somebody
is.
took my drawing over his
'Cause
toe.
I'm not gonna lie, I
Like, where
think
you-
it's-
I think with a girl that's not gonna go over well, cause they gonna think you a hoe. Like how you learn how to you know how to take draws off with your big toe? Where the fuck you learned that?
I got a
shit
big
at?
toe too. It'll work.
It would.
I
Once
do.
you
I got a big toe,
once you
too.
grab it, you just put it in there and say,
I like that. But honestly, I don't really wear bras anymore when I used to. I used
Yeah.
to like when a guy would like reach around and just
"That's
Do my
cute,"
bra
but it's like
again.
I hate that moment where we have to stop kissing. It's like, okay,
yeah, I don't like that either. It needs to be a
Mhm.
smooth.
so that's why I learned how to
I'm gonna work
use
on
my
that.
other body parts.
Cause I usually just woof,
I just be naked already.
Okay, see.
That's the problem.
Not you just
I
be
open
naked.
the
There ain't
door
no
naked.
waiting time.
Hey.
Come on.
Okay, we
Was
gotta
waiting
move
on you, boo.
We gotta move on. We gotta move
That's
on.
enough, y'all.
So now it's time to get into the item of the week. As y'all know, per usual, this unit is by Rich Look Hair. This is the curly unit that she made. I had this on for the Travel Queens premiere.
That's a nice hair.
Thank you.
I
Y'all
was
make sure
looking
y'all
at it.
hit Didi up for all. If you need
I want one.
units, sew-ins. Oh yeah, because you got your drag stuff. She'll hook you up. So whatever bundles that you need, units, whatever, go to richlookhair.com and tell her Lex P sent you, period. Okay.
Her. And my item of the week, of course, is musebeautycollection.com. Make sure you shop and get all of your lip glosses, lip liners, matte liquid lipsticks, jelly blushes, all of the above, mascara, liquid eyeliner. We got everything. musebeautycollection.com.
So you got
And my
my bad. Go ahead.
my item of the week is my live stand-up comedy shows. Go to the link in my bio. I might be in your city. And you know what to do. Get the tickets. Even if you don't live there, get the ticket because I can use the money.
Her.
Use the money.
Support a Black king.
Yeah, black entrepreneurship here.
And you
All
could,
three of us.
you could get some used beauty.
Yes.
What?
I
Yeah,
actually
that's
have
her-
some, I
for
think.
real?
I have some.
You know what I'm saying?
I got you. I'm gonna give you a little
So
care
now
package.
it's time to get into the bop. Hey,
The bop.
Bow.
Da bow,
Bow.
bow, bow,
Bow,
bow,
bow,
bow.
Okay, our bop of the week is the songs that we've been jamming this week. I cannot believe I haven't made this my bop of the week, and I'm not just saying that because she's one of my faves this season. If y'all been watching Love Lex P, y'all know I'm reviewing Real Housewives of Atlanta, and I have never made a housewife song. Y'all know they all like to do music and do whatever. But this is actually a bop. So Shamia has a song called Never Had, and it's actually really fucking dope. It gives R&B. And you know who she works with? Her and Drew. Well, I don't know if she works with him, but Drew did an episode. She works with RL. Drew does songs with RL.
Oh.
So shout out to RL. Y'all know that's our
Hey,
brother, a
RL,
friend
that's our
of the show.
friend.
But yeah, Shamia has a song called Never Had, and it's giving like good R&B. Like Shamia really has a voice on her.
She can sing. She has a very nice voice.
Yeah, so it was like, okay, I've really found myself when I'm like listening to music and I'll go search for a song, I found myself going back to the song.
Mm-hmm.
And I know if I go back to a song, I like it. Usually if I listen to a song one time, I'll be like, oh, it was cool, but I never go back to it again. I caught myself going back to it again. I was like, okay, it's bop of the week worthy.
Okay.
So shout out to Shamia, Never Had. That's my bop of the week. So yeah, that's my bop of the week. What y'all been listening to?
Let me look it up. Hold on.
So I've been listening to Young Thug and Future got a new song called Money on Money.
Okay.
And I really like it. You know, typical trap music.
Mm-hmm.
Get you lit in the car.
I feel like people are
feeling
being too
yourself.
critical on it.
You think so? What was they saying?
They were just like, "Oh, this not it." I'm just like, "Y'all, this is
I
fun
like
club
it.
music."
Yeah.
I think it was I thought it was a
I
bop.
think it gives your usual Young Thug Future collab.
Mhm.
What you would think it would sound like. Like
Yeah.
I feel like Young Thug, you know, he just got out of jail not that long ago. I don't know if this is his first?
I think it is the first song.
Yeah, I think this is the first song that he's dropped. So I feel like for this to be the first song that he's dropped since he got out of jail, I think it's a good song.
But somebody
I
made
like
a good point. I saw a TikTok today that said like the reason like these mainstream artists, these A-list artist songs aren't hitting because now the consumers they want a TikTok bop.
Mhm.
They want a Lululemon. You know, no shade to them girls, but that's what they want. They want a
Yeah.
quick song that they can make a TikTok to. And if it's not TikTok worthy, it seemed as a flop.
Mm,
And I just don't agree with that. So,
fair.
what you been
It's
jamming?
my turn.
Yes.
Mhm.
I've been listening to a lot of old school music. I love
Come
old
on
school
now.
music. But
You
I
love old
have been listening to Money Long, Superpowers.
Okay.
If I attracted you, I'm always attracted. Yes, she a Virgo too.
Oh, she is.
Yes,
so
I love
sweet.
her.
Okay.
And I've been listening to, hold on, I just lost it. Oh, I've been listening to Flo Milli Bedtime.
Okay.
Okay.
I like
I
Flo
love that
Milli.
song.
And she just had a baby.
She
Congrats.
did. Shout out to
Congratulations,
Flo
darling.
Milli.
Okay. Shout out to Flo Milli. Do you give good advice?
Duh, you know who I am? I used to read emails to give advice to everybody.
Oh, that's
Okay.
right.
Well, we're going to get into our favorite
Mhm.
segment of the show, which is Pour Your Heart Out. If you have any questions, send them to askpourminds@gmail.com. And yeah, let's get into it.
Go
This
ahead.
question long.
Oh, you want me to do mine first?
I could do it.
Okay, go ahead.
Hey, Drea and Lex. First off, I just want to say I love y'all and watch y'all all the time. Okay, here's the tea. I was getting to know this guy. It was long distance, international, not domestic. Everything was great in the beginning, like it's supposed to be. Chemistry, consistency, all that. He even sent me money to reimburse me for Chris Brown floor seats in Vegas. The concert's in September, by the way. He was supposed to come see me twice, but had to reschedule both times because of work. Then suddenly, I'm barely hearing from him. Text got dry, 3 to 5 hours between replies, short 5 to 10 minute calls before bed, and sometimes nothing at all. From what he was giving me, he started giving crumbs. I didn't say anything because I figured maybe he's grinding before his trip. He was supposed to come in 6 days. I felt something was off, but tried to let it play out. Day 4, he calls randomly and says long distance isn't for him. I knew it. Mind you, he's the one who asked me if I could do long distance in the first place. I tried to offer a different perspective, be understanding, and again, first few days after that, cool, then back to the same dry vibe. At this point, I'm over it. I texted him saying, you showing me what's up. I don't feel like you want this and the connection is not growing. He replies the next morning talking about how the distance is why his communication is poor. Boy, be for real. I said it is what it is, but now he wants the tickets back. So now I done wasted almost 3 months and I can't even see Chris Brown. The tickets are selling for like $2K each. Like, I'm the only one taking the L. My time and my man Christopher. And Summer and Bryson too. So what would y'all do? I don't want to be a bad person, but I'm tired of always being the one who gets her time wasted and gets nothing in return. I've never even had floor seats before.
Ooh.
So what's the question? She said, what should she do?
What should she do? Because he wants the tickets back. And the tickets are selling for like $2,000 each now. And now that they not talking, she's like, should I give the tickets back?
Is he gonna come get them?
Yeah, how he gonna get them?
Yeah, they my
I don't know
tickets.
if
Who
she
name
didn't
on
say
them? Who email they in?
I guess he bought the ticket.
But where they at? Who got them?
You know how it is these days. It's probably in the email.
If it's in they mine.
Mm-hmm.
If they're in your email and you transfer them to yourself, they're yours.
Man, go to that concert.
Go to the concert.
Yeah.
I don't like people who give a gift and try to take it back.
Me
That's
either.
tacky. So he can take that L.
To
Go
me,
have fun.
To me, it seemed like some old shit that he used to talk to.
Yeah.
Came back and now
Mhm.
it's working out again.
With his
you know.
new thing.
And
that
now he
got.
acting funny.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I don't even fuck with you, bitch.
I'll tell you
He
one thing
liked
about.
you to who he really wanted came back.
I'm telling y'all right now, if a nigga spin the block on you, I promise you, it's because whatever situation, his new thing is not working out or something. And then as soon as the new shit that he really want comes back, he's leaving you in the dust. I don't care if he told you he love you. Y'all was doing this and doing that. Y'all can be like, oh my God, it's meant to be. Girl, I got bad news for you. And if it does end up working out with y'all, it's just because the new girl done moved on and she don't want him no more.
Yeah.
I'm being honest.
What should she do? First of all,
I
she
wouldn't
said the
give
Chris
them
Brown
tickets
concert, and she got 2 tickets or 1 ticket.
2.
I'll sell one of them motherfuckers and keep one for myself and go see Chris Breezy.
Okay.
Is Chris Brown?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Then he got everybody on that Summer Walker.
And it's
Bryson.
$2,000.
Yeah. You better hit a
I
lick
get 1 2K and then I go.
and go.
see
Get
the show.
the 2K and get you a nice
Block
little
them.
outfit.
That's what you do. You block them. He acting
Yeah,
funny. He ain't
girl.
talking to you anyways. Block him.
I wouldn't be giving them tickets back. I'm sorry.
Yeah, what you
Same.
gonna do?
You snooze, you lose.
Period. All right. Hey, beautiful ladies. Love y'all down. So I'm an 85%er, straight woman, and that other 15% is reserved for my celebrity crush, which will never happen. I've never liked another regular woman before, but recently, for some reason, I've started having feelings for my very good friend of 9+ years. I'm trying to stop having feelings for her, but that's not how feelings work. What should I do? Should I end the friendship, distance myself, or just hope this goes away? Ooh.
Oh, this is a good one. I ain't never had
I'm gonna say
Mm.
I wouldn't do it.
Yeah,
I
it's
wouldn't
neither.
either.
I would just kind of maybe distance yourself from her for a little bit to kind of make those feelings go away.
Yeah.
I think if y'all have been friends for 9+ years and she's never gave you an inkling, I don't know if she has or not, but I think like messing up a friendship to make something romantic, trust me, it don't work out.
I agree. And that's somebody who has had sex with a few of their friends.
That's another shot.
Yes, it is.
Let me get another
Would
shot.
you like one?
You know, he said, well, now, where mine at?
Let's end this shit with a bang.
Period.
So, as somebody who has had sex with a few of their, and I'm talking about homegirls, when I was younger, it's just never a good idea. It's never a good idea to cross.
She like, please, sir, can I have some more?
No, I ain't want her to walk in front of all of.
I'm weak. Why am I crying?
But yes, I just feel like it's never a good idea. It usually never pans out well because one person is always going to end up
Just
hurt.
having more feelings than the other person, and you won't be able to go back to the friendship. I think that you need to make sure that it's real feelings that you have into and not lust.
Yes. Now you know, or the vice versa. Because
Yeah.
sometimes, because everything going wrong, and you just keep dating these ain't shit girls or boys or days, and now all of a sudden you like,
Cause you always there for me. You always got my back, so
you
why
might be
not?
you just lost. You probably don't even like her for real. You probably just like, you're confusing the type of loves, because it's different love that you
It
have for
is.
people. That might not even be an intimate thing, because y'all might end up getting in the bedroom. You be like, oh, bitch, oh, you my sister, I forgot. Like,
Yeah.
relax.
And
Close
then
your
you
legs.
can't go back.
Get a rose.
Yeah, I think.
Don't
it's
get
not
that.
worth it.
Why?
That's intense.
Them
How you
roses
know?
is too much.
Cause I got one. What you mean?
I don't have
You didn't
one.
say you had one. You said you have it still.
I do. I still have it.
You use it still?
On occasion, when my other ones are dead.
So how
when
you
my
gonna
other
tell
ones
her
are
not
dead.
to get one? You still got one.
Because it's just not. If you trying to get into toys, that ain't the one that you need to get.
What does a rose do?
It vibrates and,
And
it's
it's
stuck
hard.
on your.
Remember that man I was telling y'all about the first time? That no, it's like
Yeah.
this.
Oh, it's harder.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like a NutriBullet.
Oh my god.
And it's
yes.
not, and you can't really turn it
You
down.
can't. It don't have like settings on there. That man I was telling y'all about.
Well,
earlier,
it do, but they just all fast.
They're all hard.
It's like it start off fast, then you press it, and it just go faster and
Yeah.
faster.
that man I was telling y'all about. The first time I used the rose, he used it on me, and I passed away.
I had a toy.
What kind of toy was
I
it?
had a flashlight.
What's oh?
Did you like it? Do you
I had to
still
throw
have
it. I had to throw it away.
Because
You was
doing
using
too
it too
much.
much.
I wasn't even eating. I said, oh,
He
that's
was
all I
waking up,
need.
rolling over.
Literally.
That was your boo.
I went to sleep in it.
I know that's right.
Going to sleep in it is wild, Lavelle.
I woke up like, oh.
And you really threw it
And
away?
started again.
I had to.
It was
I'm
taking
like,
over your life.
I'm looking at this plastic blue thing and getting horny. That's not right. That's like, my mind is like,
You had to change your life.
yes,
get it.
I threw it away and I bought another one.
You out thinking about it, can't wait to get home. Oh, I can't wait.
Yes, I was cutting niggas off.
I'm weak.
When I got that, I literally like was like, fuck you, lame man.
I don't need
Oh,
lame, man.
shit.
She need to get a massager. I like the massagers.
Yeah.
The massagers are cool,
Yeah.
but them roses,
Too much. Too much. Yeah, I had to take me a little break.
yeah, you was cutting up over there. But yeah, get you a little massager. You don't need to go mess with your friend. It's not a good idea. If you really take some time and sit and think about it, sis, you gonna be like, you know what? I'm so glad that I listened to them on Poor Minds and I did not mess with my homegirl, because it's gonna ruin the friendship if it don't
Yes.
work out.
You need to just honor that
You just
relationship.
horny.
Keep that what it is. You are. You're desperate. Get a therapist and a weighted blanket.
Better help.
A weighted blanket
The
you
weighted
want-
blanket.
You want to
and a
feel
massager, waterproof.
So let the people know where they can find you, tour dates, social media, all that good stuff.
I am at Lavelle Dontae on all platforms. Y'all gonna spell it out. LAVELE DONTAE. Yeah, my tour dates, my stand-up shows, drag comedy shows, all that stuff. The link is in my bio, it's in my link tree. I'm gonna keep it updated. Also, be on the lookout for a little music, darling.
Yeah, we coming.
We love a song.
I should give y'all a little snippet after.
Yes,
Yeah.
I love a good snippet.
And we have a studio in here too, a music.
Where? Drop a beat.
Drop some beats.
AWOL is a producer.
Uh-huh.
Well.
Everything in-house.
Oh, and the mic's right here.
You know-
Oh.
Oh, that's right.
All right, it's time to get into karaoke. See y'all next week.
Bye, y'all.
Oh, yeah. Tony Braxton.
Whoa, yeah.
Ha ha. Yeah. Doja, yeah. Listen, girl. Who do you think I am? Don't you know that he was my man? Boy, I chose to let him go, so why do you care about him? Looking at me like I'm hurt when I'm the one who said I didn't want it to work. Don't you forget I had him first.
What you thinking? Stop blaming me.
He wasn't man enough for me.
If you don't know, now here's your chance.
I've already had your man.
You wonder just where he's been, yeah.
We worried about him, yeah.
Time you know the truth.
I think he's just a man for you.
What are you thinking? Did you know about us back then? Did you know I dumped your husband? Girlfriend, I'm not thinking about him, but you married him. Do you know I made him leave? Do you know he begged to stay with me? He wasn't man enough for me.
Listen, girl.
Ooh!
Didn't he tell you the truth? That you gotta check that phone and then maybe you could be more into him instead of worry about me.
Oh!
And hopefully you won't mind all of the reason why his love didn't go.
Oh!
And why we couldn't work it out.
What you thinking? Stop blaming me.
It wasn't right enough for me.
If you don't know, now here's your chance.
See, I've already had your man.
Don't you wonder just where he's been, yeah.
And now we worried about him.
And now it's time to know the truth.
I think he's just a man for you.
What are you thinking? Did you know I was a thing? Did you know I dumped your husband? Girlfriend, I'm not thinking about him, but you married him. Do you know I made him leave? Yeah. Do you know he begged to stay with me? He wasn't man enough. You better eat!
So many reasons.
That's not yet.
It's all right. She was ready. She was ready to break it down. Hold on, cause you ate my song. Oh, do you know I made him leave? Do you know he begged to stay with me? He wasn't man enough for me.
Oh, yeah, I heard her.
So many reasons why our love is through. Yeah. But what makes you think he'll be good to you?
No.
It makes no sense, cause he will never change.
Girl, you better recognize the game.
Did you know about us back then? Did you know I dumped your husband? Girlfriend, I'm not thinking about him, but you married him. Do you know I made him leave? Do you know he begged to stay with me? He was man enough for me. Did you know us way back then?
They just interviewed me, baby.
Your husband.
And we singing and we dancing and we doing karaoke and we live and I'm off the Patron and I married him.
Do you know I made him leave?
You ain't married him.
Cause you know he begged to stay.
Where your ring
with me? He wasn't man enough for me.
He wasn't man enough. He wasn't. Did you know? Did you know?
You ready in that shit. Damn, Tony, you got some big lungs. All right, we got Lavelle in the building. We'll see y'all next week. Bye, y'all. We kind of ate that down.